Hey guys, what's up? So we're live again. This time it's gonna be the Valley against Onic Indonesia. So draft pick starts. Let's go. 25 seconds before the game starts. Oh, it's still a bit of batting phase left. Wait, can you guys hear me? I'm gonna go check your comments. So who do you think will win this one? Is it gonna be the Valley or Onic? But like we said, Onic is a very strong team, and but a lot of hype is on the Valley right now. I think it will be more. Do you think so? I think it will be more interesting if the Valley wins. Although I do think Onic is the better team, but I think there's gonna be more hype if the Valley wins, right? So what do you guys think? I'm gonna go check your comment section right now. Can you guys hear me?
Outside the Valley as well. It's like asking this question, how much tankiness do you want in a team? And the Valley's answer to this is yes. Look at that. Glue, Barat, and the Kufra, the main damage is mostly should be coming out from the carry. Technically speaking, the Barat does a lot of damage, and here you go. You mostly should be coming. That's the Moskov coming out from Onic, as well as the Benedetta from Onic as well.
Okay, so despite having like a Kufra, you still pick up both Moskov as well as the Benedetta. Very crucial, very risky coming up from Onic Esports. But I guess they know exactly that they needed some sort of wave clear as well as they needed that damage. And there's the Valentina. The Grok will be the prime target here when it comes to like stealing your spells, as well as the Eve, which made it so that Hoon will actually play a very comfortable game.
Solid choice,
yeah,
right?
Solid choice.
But in this tournament so far, Hoon, Valentina.
Yeah.
Haven't seen a lot of that, right? So that's the big question now. Hoon on a new hero that he hasn't played a lot in M4. And throughout the tournament, we've seen that the Valley, they really perform when Hoon is performing on his comfort hero. Yeah. The Eve, the Lilia. So that's a question I want to raise before we get into the game.
Another question I also like to raise is that, is Onic ready? Because if the Valley, with the Valentina pick, I can take away the Grok ultimate, the wall charge away. That is a lot of CCs under the belt. There's a lot of ways that the Valley could engage. And speaking about engaging, we have to take a look at the execution. The drop has been locked and it's set and it's ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 1.
It's time now or never. 0-0 in the best of 5. NA versus ID.
You can see already, Carrie's going to be working on the purple buff with the help of CW, who opted to go for the Inspire. I mean, this is like the standard pickup for the Moskov anyways, but this is something that they can actually just take advantage of. If Boba's staying closest than this, that's going to be great. White Chicken though.
Boots already very low, trying to get out. First blood over the Valley. Early, before the first minute of the game, Fwide already showing his class here in the world stage.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about. The Valley's a very bloodthirsty kind of team, and that is gonna be a big buff. But hold on a second, Keyboy taking a lot of damage.
Oh, Keyboy very, very low. Supercharge and Whom decide to back off, but this is already very aggressive movements from the Valley early on.
Onic Esports going for the roam Grok meant that they want to control the minions. But because of that, you don't have the power of nature, the first skill coming up from the Grok, which means that you are not going to be easily poked out, and the Valley just took advantage of that. Despite Onic Esports having minion and lane advantage, they still now get the advantage of the poke for the side of the Valley.
I think the interesting part about the battle spells is Sans going for the Purify as well. Even though after real world manipulation, the buff going back in, you're a lot more CC resistant. You still opt for that Purify. That means that Sans is just providing so much respect over to the side of the Valley, because the most important thing is Purify and real world manipulation. I should be safe, but Boots may not be.
You can see the respect already given by both of the teams early on, right? But the Valley, they're playing with full confidence. We said this when they were walking up on the stage. White Chicken is an absolute menace on the glue, and he's going in already into the mid lane too, just helping to get that mid lane pressure before the turtle spawns, even sending their mid laner over to the XP.
Interesting choice here coming out from Onic. Normally they pick up the Grok versus the glue in the XP lane, but instead going for the Benedetta. this means that they will just concede this turtle because they don't have control of that lane. And this allowed the Valley to snowball this time. 560 gold in their favor.
Yeah, exactly. Another thing about this aggression coming off from White Chicken, it's crazy that it's usually the Vendetta that actually rotates faster, but hold on a second. Super Shark jumping in. Okay, it doesn't touch, but Wolf, run me through the items.
Okay, so standard items, you have tough boots coming up from boots, so that he'll be able to utilize the Eye for Night eventually when he's being chain stunned. As well as the fact that you have the Molten Essence available now for Kyrie for maximum
Chicken
speed.
already putting the pressure down here, but Boots is going to be able to back him up for a bit. Uses the Eye for an Eye defensively, and White Chicken just gets out. Zane is a bit ahead now in the jungle matchup with better clearing so far. CW is getting that corrosion side, but at 3 minutes in, it feels like here, as we take a look at the emblems, again, it's just the Valley outperforming Onic early on.
Yeah, but that's because of the stats, right? The KDA is definitely leaning towards the Valley, but it's up to the discipline coming up from Onic. Taking a look at the item, the emblems, Electro Flash of both marksmen, they need to try to win the early game. They need to have a little bit sustained to stay longer in the early game during the landing phase so that they can get the items up. But in the meantime, 4-man in the mid lane, this could be trouble.
Oh. Again, both teams showing a lot of respect. Still only 1 kill on the board.
Yeah.
And that kill happened before the first minute of the game. Zane finally invading to the enemy jungle here, trying to get some space for Basic up top, who's going to be able to actually munch on the turret gold. That's half of the turret gold eaten away by Basic. And that's a lot of gold in his pockets early on.
Yeah, there's a lot of bulk coming out from the Valley. That's the reason why they're leading by a little bit of gold, and that's the reason also why they were able to get a kill. Helping out White Chicken win that battle. But you can now see Onic Esports, it's now about farming. You can see them putting a lot of attention onto allowing CW to have farm, giving him the mid lane sometimes and on the top lane as well. And then you have Benedetta onto the bottom lane, just cutting the minion waves.
Speaking of the Purify, right, not just Sans, but also Basic, wild charge defensively by Keyboy, getting himself out of that position. They wanted to go for a dive, but Basic with his Purify is really hard to kill.
And not only just that, right, you can see the idea that Onic knows that, okay, a lot of the turret energy is gone from my side, so the only way that I can do it, okay, that's Kyrie, I think off the screen, just took away the turtle from the Valley.
It's a trade, right? I mean, right now, Hoon is trying to make it a trade by rotating up top. Here, Fwide, though, in a 1v1 against Boots again. It's another kill over to Fwide. 2-0 now, up against Boots in the XP lane.
Unfortunately, Benedetta doesn't win against the Glue. In fact, it's heavily in favor of the Glue when it comes to the lane-to-lane matchup. But then again, you have to give it to Kyrie. He stole that turtle with the help of Boots. However, the Valley still equalizes with a kill. And Kyrie, does he win this battle? No, he doesn't.
No, he does not. Moba Zane actually stealing that away.
He does.
He did. Oh, okay. He secured it with his retribution. Super Shock, though, jumping in with a Time's Rage. And Revenge cancel out with a wild charge. But it's going to be Hoon who answers back with a wild charge. Keyboy is going to fall, but Super Shock falls too. CW marching forward. Both the roamers taken down, but it does seem like in terms of HP, Onic Esports have won the resource battle.
Yeah, and then in terms of the resource battle, the Valley, I feel like they're putting a lot of... Hold on a second, that's a stun going out from CW. Nothing sticks for now, right?
Almost a stun, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
almost.
Basic is performing, man. I mean, there was a lot of questions, doubts about both of these members, Basic and Hoon, but so far it's been great. Sans, though, can be caught in the real world manipulation. That's what the Purify is for, to get him out of those sticky situations. And in the 5th minute of the game, we do have the item check.
Okay, so you can see that CW really marked when the Purify is out for Basic. That's when he went in favor. But yeah, when it comes to items, Kyrie with the casual defensive items, you have Molten Essence as well as the leg plates. What he's doing now is making the most out of the early game. Getting all these casual items first before he builds up on a big one, so that he's going to have a lot of value in the early game team fights.
Good barrier, a good take by Onic Esports. Still playing it slow, playing it objectively. 1 to 3 in kills, but in terms of map pressure, they are going to be winning with that gold lane turret, tier 1, taken down.
Yeah, that's because, you know, the Valley is actually focusing a lot on the bottom side. The strongest lane is because of White Chicken creating so much space in the bottom side jungle, especially hard invading Onyx side. Now, Onyx, the only way they can play this is on the top side, but Super Shark charges up, doesn't really be able to connect. I feel like there's going to be a turtle dance.
That's going to be Keyboy jumping with the wild charge, and that's going to be CW in the back line. He's so much for the time. Defense is going to be able to catch him off. That's Boots jumping in with the final blow. That's who with a wild charge for himself. CW's going to be taken down. Sauce going to be taken low. White jumps in and Super Shock too. It's a disaster for Onic, and they're looking to go for more. Kyrie's going to be mobilized, going to be taken down by Basic. It's 6-2 on the board. That trade went on for a 3-for-1 for the Valley.
It's just a very long drawn-out fight. The Valley has so much tankiness in there. Onic doesn't really have an answer. CW desperately need that Demon Hunter sword quickly.
Oh, look at the team fight coming out from the Valley. You have Super Shark jumping in, catching so many members of Onic, or zoning out the others. And then comes White Chicken, utilizing the ultimate, utilizing the full potential of the glue. Getting on top of CW, that's gonna be a very difficult fight already for Onic. Without Chewe dealing the damage, even Kairi Sustain will not be able to cut it. And the fact of the matter is, Mobazay was better on the Retribution the third time around. That means that they secure the turtle, they get the shields, and then they team fight afterwards.
Oh, there's so much CC that the Valley, there's so many ways that they can engage. This is exactly what I was kind of concerned about when I saw Hoon locked in the Valentina against Onic. I think Onic right now, they need to try to get Moscow to scale as quickly as possible. That is the only chance that Onic can fight back.
Super Shark, that Tyrant's Rage is going to be cancelled out by Keyboy, who puts the barrier down. But Hoon has the Wild Charge, and that's why this Valentina is so value, right? The Wild Charge has been taken away a lot of times.
That makes it really scary. I always say, don't pick up the Grok when there's a Valentina. But the Valley picked it up last. Knowing that it could be picked up by the Valley, Onic Esports prompted to go for a Lilia and a Matilda ban. It's actually good bans, though. But then again, you give a very dangerous hero with a very dangerous ultimate. You can argue that they can still like real world manipulation, right? But the Grok ultimate, the Wild Charge, is a much more valuable ultimate to get.
I agree with you, Wolf. It feels like the Wild Charge from Keyboy is the better pickup coming up from Hoon, because you get so much wave of engaging. I've seen this before in other matches, right, where the Kufra can jump in very quickly, follow up very quickly with the Hoon Wild Charge as well. It's a lot easier to execute this drop coming out from the side of the Valley. Onic, on the other hand, they need to try to play cross-match. They need to try to split up the Valley apart. We've seen this kind of playstyle work before against the Valley, but I like how the Valley is adapting thus far.
I mean, it's a 1,000 gold lead for the Valley in with this composition. That's going to be a lot of damage placed on. Super Shark going to be caught. Basic dealing a lot of damage. Keyboy's going to be taking low, flickers out.
Wow.
Basic's going to be caught. Kairi picks up the kill. It's the equalizer by Onic Esports. The Valley with a good movement back away. They are able to actually stop this from being a bit too much for them to handle. It's only a 2-for-0.
Yeah, great ambush coming out from Onyx, staying in the right side bush of the mid lane, and then they baited Basic in.
Yes.
Super Shark being taken out means that there's no engage from the Valley.
Final blow, and a lot of damage will mean that Boots is going to fall for the third time in this game. He does buy a lot of time for Onic Esports, though, to take the Lord. First Lord over to Onic.
I think the more important thing that Onic needs to take away defensive structures. Right now, Onyx's side of the map, they're pretty healthy, but the Valley, on the other hand, that's a very weak open top side. Like what I mentioned, the Valley is slightly weak when all of these team members are spread apart. But Wolf, any item power spikes that we need to talk about?
Well, you know, you have 3 items for the Moscow. All of a sudden, Onic Esports' gold laner has more gold compared to Basic, with just one team fight that they waited for the ambush, and then the Lord ends at the 9-minute mark, and now they are in a very comfortable spot. One thing that you may be questioning is the record on Boots 0 and 3, but because of Dominance Axe and Bloodlust Axe, I think that even after 3 deaths, he's going to be a nuisance to the backlines of the Valley. That's one thing that they have to now think about.
Even though they fell behind early on, it feels like, again, that pressure that they have built up for themselves with the turret take up top has been doing them a lot of things. Onic Esports, again, maneuvering around that top lane of the map. White Chicken already backing off with Mobazane, giving them the respect as that's going to be tier 1 in the XP lane, taken down. White Chicken going to be sandwiched down, has a lot to actually back away from it. Tier 2 going to be taken down by Onic Esports as they look to siege down more turrets. Clean siege from Onic Esports, taking a whole lot of turrets.
It is very good from the side of Onic, right? I take down the Lord. It's not a Evolved Lord. It's not even a Luminous Lord yet, but you can see the impact that Onic. This is the Onic efficiency that I need in order to fight against the Valley. If you notice, when Onic's focusing all along on the top side, it is Woods on the bottom side, and I believe that's a orange buff steal.
It is.
Man, Sans is just being a big problem for the Valley this time. You see how aggressive he is? And even his usage of the Nova as well as the second skill, he's able to spot out where the members of the Valley are. I could have sworn that Super Shark's positioning around this purple buff bush that you're seeing Keyboy go, he just spotted it out and just forced Super Shark to reposition. And now they're owning the map just because of the vision that you can get from Suns. And this might be the reason why he's going for the Purify anyways.
Oh, that's so many ultimates. 3 ultimates used for Keyboy on that bottom side. No objective to take, right? Keyboy was taken down. That's a roamer. But they use a lot of resources. Can they even capitalize here with that take?
Yeah, the Valley literally had to devolve into where they're strong at, right? Ooga booga, I just want to kill. And that's how they're going to pick up this fight. There's a siege happening in the mid lane without Keyboy over there. But there's not enough minions coming out from the Valley because Onic has done the due diligence, right? 1 Lord take, I take down, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 turrets already gone and given a standing gold lead over for Onic.
Sans has just played it so well. He isn't giving Hoon an opening to get his ultimate. Even through the fact that they already killed out Keyboy, they want to go for the mid lane push. Sans was able to clear it out with the help, a little bit of help from CW. He's not giving anything for the side of the Valley, and even scouting out where Super Shark is. This Eve, this is the reason why they first picked this.
It's a Lord Dance again for Onic Esports, playing around it as they try to bait as many resources as possible. You can see the top lane here. Boots is going to be walking all the way back up there to provide a slow push. Sans is going to be spotted out by White Chicken, who opens up the map. Going to be poked down by Sans again. Sans needs to be very, very careful here. The mid lane is going to be pushed in by Basic as Onic Esports look for more.
Okay.
The real world inflation actually baits out the Purify there. Boots comes in, but it's going to be melted down before anything can happen for Onic Esports. Again, the Valley are so slick with it, but Onic use that death to create space to take the objective again.
Boots was the sacrificial lamb of Onic in order to get that neutral objective. The Valley literally being bloodthirsty kings themselves, they fell for that bait.
Yeah, you can understand that was actually a great maneuver coming out from Onic Esports despite losing Boots eventually. Because you're gonna wonder, why would Sans commit the ultimate in the middle? Oh, the Winter Junction!
He buys the Winter so early! How do you stop this man? You think he's all mechanics, but then he brings out the macro. You think he's just micro and macro, then he brings out the knowledge. CW now jumping in against 3. What was that? CW! Jump! What? White Chicken going in for more. Sans gonna be caught here. Has the Purify to get out, and Hoon jumps in again. The wild charge going back at it. Kyrie to be able to pick up the kill. Hoon gonna be taken low. White Chicken with split still able to actually get out before Super Shark jumps in with Tire's Rage and the Revenge to take Sans down. Zane picks it up. Keyboy walks out. Onic Esports lose a 2-for-1, and that was a 4v4. Basic has been munching on the turrets, and they're gonna be able to take tier 2.
Yeah, that was a very bad fight for the side Onic. It is Kyrie that damage control, and not only just that, you saw how Keyboy literally locked up 3 members inside that awkward position. The Valley couldn't actually follow up. Had the Valley was able to just do whatever they want without Keyboy's wall, I think Onic could have lost even more right there.
I think it was definitely White Chicken who made it possible for them to win that fight. Was able to snag CW. If you're wondering where CW went there, it's because they have a little bit of combo, but it was actually the supplement coming out from White Chicken, utilizing the ultimate to really reposition CW into the zone where the Valley can just flicker and use Hoon's stolen wild charge to burst him down and eventually equalize the map. Despite Onic Esports winning the Lord Dance with all of their cheeky plays, the Valley just wins with superior amount of damage and superior meta heroes that they picked up.
Another thing I'm also kind of concerned about CW, look at the items, it's a very glass cannon. Technically speaking, Has Claws is his only hope. He needs to be able to land those auto attack. But look at from the side of the Valley, they have a lot of hard CCs. The main goal of Onic is as long as CW maintains his auto attacks, he should be able to out-sustain and hopefully win that fight. But looking at how the Valley's playing, you know White Chicken has CW on his crosshairs.
He needs to be the cleanup crew at this point, right? I mean, if he goes in the middle, or if he's in the fight early on, it's going to be a lot to deal with. Kyrie going to be caught. That's going to be the flicker and the revenge put in onto Kyrie, who's still going to be able to actually get out of the win. Crunch at 1 HP, baiting the entire team again! Keyboy going to be able to get out of it. White Chicken jumps in, but CW deals a lot of damage, and that's going to be Momotane taken down. He's going to be able to maneuver around. White Chicken will be taken low. Has the split, getting more damage. Kyrie is going to be able to fall there in the back line. That's Basic and Hoon dealing damage. CW in the midst of it all now, up against White Chicken, who jumps in, stunned up. CW picks it up, 2-for-1 in favor of Onic Esports.
That snipe coming out of CW Ultimate only almost clips Hoon. If that had hit, I think that would be mega big damage coming off the side of Onic. But Onic training Kyrie away, taking 2. But like I said, the Valleys do have their damage dealers.
The bait play coming out from Onic. And you see that is also started by Kyrie once again. CW as well as Sans, they were in a great position. And Kyrie just picking up the Winter Truncheon and then eventually getting the Immortality afterwards that allowed them to get more value out of that. Surely they lost Kyrie eventually in the process. They would have taken more. But then again, Onic Esports, they gave so much to CW because he's able to outplay Fried Chicken as well. There's so much bait plays coming out from Onic. Well, the Valley, they're just a battering ram. They're very strong right now. But they have to be not baited by Onic Esports.
Yes, they cannot be the Bloodthirsty Kings they're known for in M3. Right now, if you start to notice that Basic has already started to scale out of control. Onic needs to find a way to make sure that Basic stays stunned or far away. It's up to Kyrie to set it up, or it could be this. It could be Mobile Zane. CW landing the shots.
Oh, that's a lot of damage onto Zane. Zane's going to be zoned away right now. Hoon with the wild charge. Going to be able to connect, but there's no follow-up. Hoon's going to fall. 1 HP. No, he doesn't. He gets out with the conceal. Kyrie now with the Retribution secures it for Onic Esports. And that's an amazing bait for Onic. Mobile Zane taken low. In the bottom lane, you also see Super Shark, who's forced to back away with the pure damage coming in from that Moskov late game.
And as the Valley just get out-tanced by Onic Esports, that Lord that was amazing coming up from Onic. And you can see the combination from both Kiba and CW, the dream combo with the Guardian's Barrier and the Moskov Spear, right? That's what you wanted. But then again, they found Mobazane. It was enough. The displacement coming up from the graph block was more than enough for Mobazane to be low. And then he baited out Hoon, who went in for the flicker and the wild charge. CW was amazing this game.
Yeah, I feel like if we show the items right now, rest assured all these items are already stacked. In terms of the gold lead, almost bare even, but with Onic crashing on the top side, that's more gold lead over to the side of Onic.
Base turret up top taken down. That's a lot of pressure to work with now for Onic Esports. Quite trying to deal as much as he can, clearing out that enhanced mini wave, but now the mid lane comes down. Real world inflation shot down on Super Shark to deal a little bit of poke. Zane is very, very low. That's a turret down. And Onic Esports have taken 2. Honestly, this is insane. They're still going for more, and there's no response from the Valley just yet. Keyboy gonna be caught there in the midst of it all, in front of everybody. White Chicken just trying to look for an opening here as Keyboy's gonna be brought back. That's the wild charge to get out of the split combo. And Onic Esports, they say they're happy with 2 base turrets, and they played a disciplined game backing up.
I think happy is an understatement there, Merkel. I am delighted if I'm an Onic fan, because cracking open 2 bases means that the Valley needs to put in more resources to to defend the invasion coming out from the side of Onic, and it's up to how Onic play out the same fight.
Dude, okay, the Moskov, when he was hitting the turret,
yeah, I know.
Clyde lost like half of his HP.
That's going to be difficult for the Valley to deal with, and you're going to have to hand it to CW. He's the only gold laner that we're seeing use the Moscow, and he's playing it masterfully.
Glass cannon build.
Glass cannon.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're outplaying your opponents, right, it's okay to build glass cannon, but then again, if the Valley finds the opening, that's going to be difficult. Kyrie, again, minor objectives, but objectives still. They took away the purple buff.
Yeah,
Small wins, right?
Small wins, got to take it every day. Speaking about small wins, the Valley lost the top, the bottom side lane turret as well. It's a bare open base of the Valley. Onic right now, they have to play around for the Lord Pit. They just need to gain a lot more map control at the bottom side. 30 seconds to that Lord, and you can start to see the potions being bought by the Valley.
Yeah, it's gone to that late stage, 20 minutes in the game. Both teams are going to have to play around the neutral objectives, right? But the thing is, Onic Esports have 3 base turrets taken down.
That's right.
This is constant pressure, constant slow pushes being built up without any setup by Onic.
And it's all about the Lord. And once again, 4-1 coming out from Onic Philippines, 4 onto the Lord side, while 1, the Benedetta up top to clear the long lane so that they'll be able to control the map. Whereas for the Valley, they cannot afford White Chicken to answer that push up top. So what they can do right now is to go for a quick wraparound. They're utilizing like Super Shark and Basic to the left side of the map, far away from the Lord, as they want this. But Boots might be able to spot them if he goes to that pathing.
Technically speaking, it's a 4v4 around the Lord Pit, right? Now Boots will show his clan up top. What is the Valley response? They know there's only 4 members there. Super Shark It's nowhere to be found in the vicinity. But look at how it's positioned. Okay, here they come on the main event. Comes
basic.
They're gonna have to make the play here. CW gonna be able to get out before the Tyrant's Rage connects. White Chicken jumps in with the slam pass combo, immobilizing them up. Split gonna be popped in, but CW is gonna be able to actually sustain all the way back up. Boots in the midst of it all with the final blow. Getting back to the team right now. White Chicken's gonna be in the midst of it all as well. Caught by Kyrie. Poked down to half HP. Kyrie still able to back off. A lot of ultimates, a lot of resources being placed down. White Chicken taken low. Keyboy as well. Real world inflation popped in. White Chicken gonna be taken very low, taken down. But that's the real world by Hoon. CW and Keyboy falls. CW's gonna fall to Boba Zane, who's gonna be able to chase them down. Boots, Kyrie, and Sans. No more damage. Basic is gonna be able to run wild on Boots. That's the immortality taken down. Kyrie with a winter truncheon. Boots with a winter truncheon by Hoon with a Terrify. Kyrie with one. Sans and Keyboy maneuvering around the other side of the map. This can be huge, but this can be a blunder. Sans still poking him down. Onic Esports on the run into the mid lane, clearing it out, walking around the entire map to get to safety.
Oh, the complete wraparound, the Valley. Their investments paid off. We were mentioning that Basic and Kufra and Super Shark were far away from the fight, but eventually, because of their maneuvers, they forced Onic to bad spot. CW taken out, Boots as well. Now they have control onto the Lord, but the minion wave, it's not on their side. Kyrie wants to make a play out of this. It's now his turn to go for the quick wraparound.
But Basic is a little bit low as well. It's up to Kyrie to basically try to find it, but there's an imminent threat that the Valley could take this Lord away. Onic needs to buy another 30 seconds more because you gotta count the distance, but look at the base on the top side. Engage!
Shark with a massive play onto Sans. The immortality can be popped there. Sans tries his best to get the shielding down with a real world inflation. Kyrie looking for the steal, but it will not happen for Onic Esports. To the Valley have secured the Lord in the 23rd minute of the game. It's an evolved Lord. It's a 3,000 gold lead, about to be 4,000 after they clear out the waves.
Let me tell you what the Valley did in the past 30 seconds. I pushed away Onic from the Lord Pit. I have control of the Lord Pit with 4 members. I defend my open base with with the super minions marching in, and I take the evolved Lord. Props over to the Valley. This is insane.
Well, the Valley, the move, I mean, I'm gonna repeat myself, I'm gonna say it again, but that move coming up from both Basic and Super Shark, concealed play from the left side of the map into the Lord. He saw CW, and even when they weren't able to kill CW instantly, it forced them to use CW's his dash already, and Wind of Nature.
CW is gonna have to back off for now. That's the Evolved Lord marching into base. Kyrie gonna be taking a half HP, still has the immortality, but Basic jumps in onto the base already. One charge by Hoon! Comes in and fights CW! Hoon is a monster! Super Shark with immortality pop. There he jumps in, he gets two! Sans still trying to the bend, but the Valley are here to upset the world stage! They secure game number 1 against Onic Esports.
A huge statement by the MPL Slayers themselves. Taking one game from the fan favorites, this should be illegal. Hoon with the place, and electrified the members of the Valley are. You saw the smart movements coming out from the Valley, the concealed play from the middle, and then they forced to go for another team fight. You saw Hoon with a stolen wall charge. And then eventually, in the last clash, during the base push coming out from the Valley, Hoon does it again with the flicker and the double dash, catching CW under the base, going out of the zone of the circle of the base, then eventually bursting it down with the first and second skill. The glass cannon build worked in the early stages, but in those last moments, he was just erased from the map.
Remember the question that I asked early in the draft.
Man, and there we go. CW being taken out by Mobazane on that second last match was really stuff started to went down for Onic after CW got taken out by Mobazane, man. Whew. Anyways, shout out to Aryan. Yo, Aryan, thank you for the donation. Aryan Plays, thank you for the donation and support, man. So, game 1 goes to the Valley. D-Slasher, what's up? CW choked. That could have went way different. Good job for Mobazane actually being able to target CW. CW made a lot of questionable. Yo, DJ Waffle, again thank you for the $200 support and donation. Buy your kids some ice cream. Yeah, we will. We will buy some ice cream. Great job by Mobazane, man. And also Hun on that last one. What? Why is this? There we go. Lily, what's up? Demonal, what's up? Limpag official. Yes, super intense. Again, Waffle, thank you for the donation, man. Shout out Alvin Ken Worthy, what's up? Yeah, so game 1 goes to the Valley. Can Valley keep on? Yeah, Lich, where do you leave? The Valicias. 9-16. So Marcelo Melida, what's up? Shout out to Hoon for that play. I know, right? That last one with Mobazane taking out CW, and then by that last one on Hoon. Boom boom, here comes BTK. So by the way, which team do you think is stronger now? The old BTK or the Valley? Because during the group stage, a lot of people were saying the old BTK was a stronger team as compared to the Valley. But now, Hun is popping off, to be honest, on his recent matches. Hun had been popping off with his Eve. So, who do you think is the better team now? John Joy Diana, what's up? Dilili Kabuki. Zane had 0 deaths? Dang. Wreck Blacklist with Saber in M3. So, what do you guys think? For me, it's the Valley, said by Clyde Barrow. Go Dodge, it's TV. Would say TB, to be honest, from DS Slasher. Yeah, because a lot of the people were saying during the group stage that the BTK was the stronger team. But, to be honest, TV was doing bad on the group stage. Like I said, anime MC, anime flashback. We will see on the second game. Hi, Elgin, are you a Filipino? Yeah, we're from PH. But needs opium to perform. Here comes the MVP. Ooh. Mobazane. Elgin is from Laos. We're from Laos. Yeah, probably they were really just adjusting to the new team. But they probably had time to adjust during the practice. But I guess it's the adjusting during the M4 tournament itself. During adjusting on the stage. Kairi Esports. Gosu. How many of your predictions have been correct so far? So far, the 4 teams being on the top, we predicted that Blacklist was the one. Yo, thank you for your donation, man, but I don't see your name. Thank you for the $5. Man, the Valley really got buff with that plot armor and their anime opening on the background. Plot armor. I like that, man. The plot armor. Ninja guy, Ninja PFP guy. I can't see your name though. Satyajit Kumar. Thank you for the $40. Remember me. Please shout out in video's voice. Okay. Hey guys, what's up? Hey guys, what's up? Hey, what's up, Satyajit Kumar? What can I say? Satyajit Kumar, thank you for the donation and support. There. How do I shout out? I'm usually used to using the voice during this videos. Long. Oh snap! You can see the dive there. Anong team bet mo? Like I said, the same thing I said before. I think Onic is the better team, but we were proven wrong. But also I said that if the Valley wins, it's gonna be actually more fun because there's gonna be more hype. There's a lot of hype on the Valley right now, even before the M4 started. So if the Valley wins this, that's more better for the show. The people are gonna get more excited. But I did say before that before the match happened, I did say before that based on the stats, Onic was the better team in terms of stats. Who will win though? Let us see. The Valley has a tendency to surprise people. Some Filipinos really despise the Valley. Oh, 69. Oh, let's make another poll, man. Valley should go and face Echo for sure. Because we've already seen Onic facing a lot of the upper guys. We've seen Onic facing Blacklist. I mean Echo, right? We've seen Onic facing Echo. But we will see on game 2. 4 more minutes. I'm gonna make a new poll. Wait. End poll. Game 2. Game 2. Was it? By the way, who won on our... Oh, the Valley had more votes on our last one. On our last poll. The Valley. 3 more minutes before the next game. So let's check out your comments for now while we're... Pauwiin na yan, Valley. Hey, next match, who versus who? It's gonna be Echo versus Blacklist on the next match. Elgin, enlighten us. Which one? Echo versus the Blacklist on the next match. So I know you guys are excited for that one. A lot of the people actually wants to see the Valley versus Echo or Blacklist. By the way, on Mobile Zane's interview, he said the opponent he wanted to face, he was asked which opponent he wanted to face. Was it Echo or Onic? Since Echo and Onic had the following match. Mobile Zane said Onic because he wants his revenge. Mobile Zane said he wants to fight Onic on their next match, which they did, because he wants his revenge. And on game 1, he got his revenge. Will they see it through though? Can Onic answer back? Or is this gonna be a dominating laglag lahat Indo? Which Indo? Oh yeah, the previous match, right? What was RRQ Hoshi versus Falcon? Yeah, so we still have RRQ Hoshi, man. RRQ Indo is still there. So whoever wins on this one is gonna be fighting RRQ Hoshi. Right? Whoever wins this match, they're gonna have to go through against RRQ Hoshi. Is it gonna be Indonesia versus Indonesia or Indonesia versus NA? Can you say Will TV? Can you say Will TV? Mobile saying have his revenge and cares for that. Oh. So here's the voice. Big Flappa said. Can you say will what? Wait, here. Will TV MOBA Zayn have his revenge on Kyrie? On Kyrie? Let's find out in Elgin News. The Valley has a passive that makes them stronger if the enemy is a MPL champion or no team that beat them before. Lamau. I know, right? The Valley has that tendency to surprise us. Wilnar Dakuna, what's up? Palit tissue. The Valley. Zayn is very serious right now because he has been waiting for this fight. Reverse blacklist, Lamau, yeah. 696 viewers. Oh snap, there we go. Hot babe in the crowd. Oh, she's saying hi to you guys. Hey Elgin, what's the weather in the Land of Dawn? In the Land of Dawn's weather right now, it's pretty intense because the Valley hype is real. So here we go. We're gonna stop for now and listen to the Shoutcaster's thoughts on the draft pick of these pro teams. Tell me, after the draft pick ends, tell me which team do you think had won that draft pick. Also, the poll is up. Let's go. Oh, by the way, again, that guy with the Ninja PFP. I can't see your name. Thank you for the donation and support, man. Okay, let's go. Let's listen to the draft pick for now.
I'm not sure if they will pick up the Moscow once again, but evidently it didn't work.
Why not?
Yep, there will be the same bans, I think. So
Same bans.
I think.
No,
Onic
I think this
Esports-
is where it changed.
Okay, it's the same. All right, Matilda for Onic Esports. If that happens, it's the Matilda, right?
I think at this point,
Or maybe you might the Kufra.
it's a gamble
No, it's a
here.
Matilda.
They still
Yeah.
go for Matilda, so far it is still
Same.
the exact same draft. If Valley goes for Leslie here,
Yeah,
100%.
it's the same.
And they go,
There
okay,
you go. It is.
welcome to game one.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Exactly.
this is not a replay. This is live. You can pinch
Dude,
yourself
okay, so-
right now.
Okay, there you
there
go.
you
That's
go.
the change.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay.
But that opens up. that opens
my
up the Lilia for the side of the Valley, which is still equally good. Maybe they go for the Kufra first because it really will not be different for their composition. Then they just last pick maybe a Lunox or a Lilia, depending on what the Valley what. Unless they, or maybe just put the Grok in the XP lane, get a different hero for Keyboy. Maybe
I agree.
actually maybe a
Cho.
Kadira or Cho.
Cho, Kadira, those two heroes that can dive to the back line can
Yeah.
pose a threat to the carry.
That's right.
And on top of that, I think for this one, the Moskov, do we still want to see a Moskov here? I think the Moskov did a good job in terms of damage here, but they will go for the Cho.
Cho, yeah.
And
Oh my goodness.
is it the Moskov?
It's
still
okay.
the Moskov.
That's
All
okay.
right.
But the Cho is a big difference maker. Now, do you want to go Lilia for the side of the Valley, or you want to go back to something like a tank shredder to go with the carry, like a Lunox that we talked
Lunox.
about? That's great damage versus the Grok as well. It's a threat.
Well, they go for the Lilia, a bit more mid-control, wave control, a bit more just pressure on the board, right?
Yeah.
If you're playing with the Barats, you want to get that mid-control as fast as possible.
Correct.
So that's still what the Valley are going for.
Another thing I also like to point out is that Onic and the Valley are basically like, they're driving on the same highway down the road. And then you thought that they're going to be best friends, parallel all the way. And then all of a sudden it is Onic is like, wee, I'm going to go to the other side by bending away to Valentina. And then the Valley right now, they want to go for the same, same style, same composition because they thought Onic is going to go for the same composition.
Yeah.
And the Valley right now needs to opt for a Lilia. I feel like the Valley's composition in the game number one heavily feels like the Valentina is a better slot right there.
Benedetta in the previous game worked a little bit, but it had to be a sacrificial role. This time, the Grok, it will be a more proactive role. Not because it destroys the composition of the Valley, but it has this tech that it can win against the XP lane matchup as compared before when it's like a glue versus Benedetta where the glue was just able to destroy the Benedetta. This time it will be different.
Yes. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to game number 2. It is Onic sending a statement to the world that they will be the heroes against the antagonists of M4.
Well, you know, let's take a look at this and let's try to dissect it, right? The way both teams are going to be playing is through the mid lane. Sans Keyboy, Cho Yeeb combination versus the Lilia Kufra. It will still favor the Lilia Kufra in terms of wave clear, but that's where the Yeeb can actually say, hey, I don't need to just clear the wave. I can actually poke you down with a superior range.
And maybe now the Valley will be focusing on the bottom lane. Super Shark in a prime spot. He actually went to that bush earlier than Onic Esports. That's why they're able to control it. But that meant that Onic Esports will control the Lethal Wanderer, unlike in the previous game.
Yeah, a lot of changes coming up from Onic. It feels like the same drop, but you know, the change that the Grok goes to the EXP lane, and then you know, Keyboy goes in a Cho roam. I like this bait coming up from Onic in the dropping phase.
Smart move coming up from Super Shark. He used his passive to attack this Lizard, and because of that, the Lizard was able to spot out 2 of the members of Onic Esports, taking that away. So,
what
very
a big
good play
brain
coming up
move
from Super Shark. Yeah.
Lizard?
Big brain move.
I was looking for the Lizard. I was like, where's the Lizard? What's the Lizard? I thought Yu Chong is the Lizard.
Yeah.
Actually, though, fun fact, right? Looking at the drafts again, it's just a very minor adjustment that Onic Esports have made. Literally just 1 hero change and 1 hero ban change. I did, you know, I got a lot of chances to actually speak to Aldo back in MPID Season 10. Here, though, Sans is going to be caught. White Chicken actually wants to dive in. That's the immobilize.
Oh, my God.
And it's first blood again for Fwide. But this time, Kyrie's already looking for a play with Boots. That's going to be the trade. 1-4-1. Sans for the XP lane. But back to my point. Aldo has said many times that for his team, every single time, all he wants to change are just minor adjustments. That's what he wants to do. No major changes anytime.
And now Kyrie is actually a level ahead of Mobazane, but Mobazane, if he gets to the orange buff, will be quite sort of equalized, but Onic are just rushing in, Boots!
Wild charge and Keyboy kicks Hoon away with Way the Dragon. First turtle over to Onic Esports. Both teams still in this limbo, I should say, early game, because sure, it's the turtle take, but it's only a 500 gold lead, which can be equalized in just a few last hits.
Yep, there's a saying, you gotta put your best foot forward at the first foot forward, right? But let's take a look at the items. Currently, it is still standard. It's going to be a Karina, definitely going back into that tank build once again. Another thing to highlight as well, that Moskov going for the same route as well. So nothing too shabby. But another thing I also got to point out is White Chicken is doing a lot of damage in the early game. That's because first item he rushed was the Magic Penetration Boots.
See now, the Onic, the disadvantage may be just, you know, just forcing their level or experience advantage over the Valley. Maybe carry next turtle, they want to make sure that they take it as well. The fact that Fried Chicken was a little bit shut down this game, that's already good news for Onic Esports compared to the previous game. Maybe they can activate Boots much faster than how they did it in the previous game.
I mean, we got to talk about this mid lane pressure, because now it seems like with the help of the Cho, when we get into that mid stage, it's going to be a bit better for the Yeeb Cho combo compared to the Lilia and the Kufra. But let's see here, as Onic Esports and the Valley have actually opted to put the resources down in the gold lane. Both teams just disengaging, no real source or no real commitment from both teams.
Yeah, there's nothing to fight at the bottom lane. Your turtle is coming on 30 seconds, but hold on a second, this could be a fight.
Sit aside a bit there, a long angle, but the damage will still come through to take Mobazane down. Onic Esports with a 1,000 gold lead, picking up the jungler 20 seconds before the turtle spawns. Meanwhile, in the gold lane, you can only see Super Shark going in. That's going to be Keyboy taken to half HP. He respects the damage, recalls away.
Gets out as well because of the fact that he is a Cho, a very mobile hero. That is the main difference between like the Grok and the carry. The Grok doesn't, you know, he cannot stay in front of the carry. Has to use the wild charge just to get away. But when it comes to the Cho, he has many ways to get out of the zone. And this is going to be a real good adjustment coming out from Onic Esports, opting to go for the Cho instead of the Grok roam in this game. And of course, the Grok in the XP lane also, you can see how good it is against the glue.
Yeah, I think right now it's all about this turtle dance. That pick up from the side of Onic on top of Mobazane is just a minor tickle for the Valley, but it seems like they have to commit to this one.
Uh-oh, while charge and split is going to be gone there. Keyboy going to be able to knock Mobazane back away. Who gets the turtle? It's Basic out of nowhere. Still free hitting in the back line. Boo's going to be able to flicker out to safety. Basic saving the neutral objective fight to go to the way of the Valley. With White Chicken down, I thought it would be Onic who just secures it for free.
And even the kick coming up from Keyboy was onto Mobazane, so it would have been like the best scenario for Onic, but Kyrie, a rare miss with the retribution.
I think not only just that, right? Like if the Valley cracks open the mid lane, that is stonks in terms of tempo for the side of the Valley. But it is going to be CW cracking open the bottom lane instead. Onic right now on pure damage control. They're still leading in the gold lead department. There are the items coming in.
And that's a kill over to CW. Well, you know, for the steal, you gotta give credit to Basic, right?
Yeah.
He's called the Red Tree Gods for a reason. Kyrie, though, takes the Retribution back here, secures the gold buff, and just backs away. Item builds.
Okay, so you now have the corrosion side for the side of the Moscow. So that's going to be that's the reason why he was able to gun down White Chicken and also poke him down. And the timing coming out from Keyboy to follow up was also amazing. That allowed for Onic to get 1,000 gold lead, the 1.6k. Woods with the flicker up top with the Karina in the vicinity. It prompts now Basic to just get out. He's not feeling where Kyrie as well as Woods is, so he just went back out.
Well, Kyrie wants to go for the steal. That's very aggressive. He gets the steal, but he's going to be munched up. Mobazane with the lock up now. Super Shock with the time revenge and the rage. Kyrie still surviving, but will fall to the hands of Hoon. Wild charge coming down. CW in the midst of it all jumps back in, securing 2 kills for Onic Esports. It's a double for CW, and it's a 3-for-1 on top of the setup provided by Kyrie.
And this is the reason why Onic went for the Moskov in the early game with this corrosion side items. Instead of going for, you know, the crit damage items, which is a lot more expensive, you want CW to get online as quickly as possible. And now, that previous team fight, Kyrie literally walked into an obvious Daytona's welcome, but Onic was just in time right there, and you don't fight a Moskov in the choke point. It's literally spears all across the board. Onic will have total control.
I think that was a great communication coming up from Onic Esports and great macro as well. Even when it's like a very risky move for Kyrie to go up against Mobazane, he knows that if he gets the retribution up, because he has got the level advantage, the fact that he already stole that orange buff is just a lot of gold you take away from Mobazane, a lot of the tempo taken out from the Barats, and the favorable trade for Onic Esports 3-for-1 was hashtag worth for Onic Esports.
3,000 gold lead now for Onic Esports. Thing is, we saw this last game too. They were leading.
I like the fact that we're like, hey, it's a 3k gold lead. It's an advantage for Onic, but then we're like, maybe not, because we've seen how crazy teams can play in M4. A 3k gold lead is nothing. When it hits hard, it's a 10k gold lead when every one of each member from your team is 1 item ahead, and that's where you get to see the bigger results. 3k is nothing to scoff at. The Valley can easily climb this back. However, Onic doesn't want to give it to them.
Good opening there by Keyboy, spotting Mobazane out. Now Mobazane needs to make a decision. He wants to fight for it. He does. He takes the retribution there. Both of the junglers went for it, but Mobazane is able to secure his own. The Valley still on defense mode right now, and honestly, they're doing really good right now, right? They're clearing the waves properly. They're responding to Onic's proactiveness very, very well.
However, they're losing control of the map, and that is why Onic Esports are banking on heading into the first Lord of the game. If they control the map and control the lanes much better, if they take away the purple buffs as well as the orange buffs before the Lord happens, that will be an easier Lord for them. So now it's Kyrie with a 2-level or 1-level advantage over Mobazane, heading into the next Lord fight. Oh, Hoon! Super Shark though has the flicker.
That's a lot of damage coming on CW. Hoon doesn't have the purple shoes going in. 16 seconds is that Lord count right now. Superstar is charging it up. It could be a fight, but it will not. Onic right now just focusing on clearing the waves. That's the name of the game. Put a lot of pressure on the lanes, force the Valley to react.
That's something that we did not see in the later stage of the game for Onic Esports when they were actually winning. They had 3 base turrets. The setup was neglected, ignored by Onic Esports, and the Valley was able to capitalize on that. Keyboy though wants to go for the way to Dragon on Super Shock out of all people. Mobazane's still going to be able to get the Tempest welcome down, and that's even CW pinned down. That's the time range as well. Basic! It's free hitting in the back line! He binds a lot of damage down, but San's going to be able to dish out more. Who now onto Kyrie, who's still able to actually survive. Basic gonna be walled down. Hoon's gonna fall to the hands of Sans. As Kyrie jumps in once again, it's a 3-for-1 to the side of Onic Esports.
It's a crazy fight coming up from Onyx, giving up CW over the side of Mobile Zane and right into Sun's real world manipulation. Boots did a wonderful job with the ultimate just to stun out Basic, and not only just that, the wall does a lot of damage.
Oh my god, White Chicken will be able to attack Sans this time. Kyrie is here. Keyboy as well.
That's it.
Alright.
That's it for Sans.
See ya, Sans. White Chicken takes him down, and Onic Esports collapse on him.
Wow.
It's a 1-for-1, but they do get the Lord.
Okay, so you see, margin for error for Onic Esports, it's still there. It's still very slim,
Yes.
right? That's why CW, when he went in for Mobile Zane, you thought that they'd be able to take out the Barons with a combination of the real-world manipulation, but with just a slight damage, scarcity coming up from Onic Esports, all of a sudden CW was exposed. Mobile Zane take it out. Basic gets up free it. But then again, Onic Esports, because of the economic lead that they have, Kyrie was able to find the opening. Sans eventually overwhelms the Valley. Boots with the timing prevents Basic from being a menace even so, but they still manage to keep Basic alive. However, objective goes to Onic.
Hospaw is built up for
Yep.
CW. He's still going for no defensive items.
No, man.
Full offense for CW.
Yeah, defense are for nerds. That's what LaFell said, right? But of course, it's going to be Onic controlling the map for now. That Lord that is marching up top, the Valley needs to buy time. They do have a carry in store, and you start to see the damage start to leak through. But it's a little bit tricky for the Valley, is because a Moskov could hit Mobile Zane,
Yep.
and Basic could be caught in the backside as collateral.
What do you do right now if you're the Valley?
Yeah, you just defend, You have a lot of wave clear in you. You have the Barrets, also like frontline in a way. And you also have the carry as your late game insurance. Just don't lose inhibitor turret. Just don't lose a man. You're going to be okay with this first Lord push coming out from Onic, despite you being in a big deficit.
They still have the turret passive, so I think, yeah, there you go. Without even procking it down, actually,
Yeah.
they're going to be able to defend the top side base turret.
there
Tier
you
2 down below. Going to be taken down, though, in the mid lane as well. So it's still on Esports with a lot more map pressure. Keyboard going to be caught. Superstar jumps in with the Times Revenge and the Rage. But will the real world inflation stop them? Yes, they will. Boots with a wild charge. He's the one who falls. You don't do that to Basic. Basic does that to you.
Yeah, man, you can see how Sans set out a beautiful real-world manipulation, but giving the EXP laner as a trade for Aroma. I think Onyx shouldn't have fight there. The main goal is to put some pressure. Remember what we talked about, Wolf?
Yeah.
Little wins, and make that
Okay.
win into a big molehill.
Keyboy getting in the way, the dragon down onto Zane. The killing spree over for Kyrie. Still a 5,000 gold lead as Onic Esports trying to siege down the base turret in the top lane. CW with a very aggressive movement here, needs to be careful. Jumps in again, Basic gonna be caught. Getting a superstar from out of nowhere, finding CW, punishing him, and the Valley takes one back.
Again, margin of errors. Very slim for Onic
Yes.
Esports. They went in with CW. It looks flashy, right? They found Basic. But
You're
Basic had
flashy.
the weight of nature. And then there goes Super Shark's punishment. They went outside of the real world manipulation, outside of the influence of Sans. And Onic will have to lose their carry. However, they still took the turret up top. But was it worth it for the Lord fight?
M4 has never failed to amaze me. These matches are tied. Man, you saw what Superstar did. That was a maximum range right into the ultimate, so beautifully executed. Mobile Zane already on the Lord pit right now. It's ready, Chung Lo, Perko.
Poon taken low. Keyboy looking for the opening right now. Superstar pops in a bouncing ball. Kyrie looking for retribution right now. That's going to be it. 50-50.
Oh!
Zane wins it. Gets the death as well. Come on to Keyboy's going to be taken down. Basic still running for the hills. They got the Lord. That's all they need. They're backing up. A Boots jumps in with a wild charge. One kill over to Onic Esports. Mob taking the ball as well.
Oh, no.
Double kill for CW. 2 kills and the Lord for the Valley. Who is it worth for? That's my question to you.
Well, they do have the Lilia this time, so I think it's kind of worth for Onic in terms of the economy, but they will not be able to end this unless the Valley makes a mistake. CW tearing through.
Uh-oh. The Lord's marching down in mid lane. Onic Esports took down the base turret in the bottom lane. And they're going to be able to clear this out. There's nothing that the Valley can do with the Lord.
Exactly. We're talking about little wins right now. Onic needs these small little wins. You saw that it converted into a Mobile Zane kill in the earlier part, but then Onic got a little bit greedy. They got, I want a bigger pie. But right now, they can only eat small little crumbs. Onic needs to slowly accumulate these crumbs, make it into a big mountain so they can take this game number 2.
Well, the fact that the Valley have prolonged this game, that definitely makes that Lord fight worth. But however, it was very risky. There were so many chances for Kyrie to steal a retribution, especially with Keyboy jumping in for the stun onto Moba Zane. But then again, Moba Zane held his ground again. The Daytona's welcome, providing crowd control immunity, helped their case, securing that.
Oh, wow.
Not a defense item.
Yeah,
there you
okay.
go. So you technically just called CW a nerd. Indirectly.
Hey,
LaFell called
it was
it.
LaFell.
It was
All
LaFell.
right, it's LaFell. LaFell
It
with
was
the
LaFell.
Athena shield. Look at that. But you gotta admit, that is CW showing a lot of respect over to Hun. The reason why Onic cannot penetrate or take more, map control away, or basically take more turrets from the Valley, is because Hun on this Lilia clears a wave like it's nothing. You compare that to a Valentina doesn't have a very good wave clear. The way that the Valentina wave clear is you need to step forward, and when you step forward, there's a lot of mistakes that you might make.
I love how in the knockout stages, especially towards the end here, I think yesterday and today, we're just seeing close games every game, right? It's very
I love
rare
it.
that we get to see a stomp. I think the last one was 1 game out of 5 in
Exactly.
RRQ versus Falcon.
Oh, top lane again, Shark and Basic.
Boots gonna be able to survive there. Basic jumps
Basic.
in. Boots with the
Oh
ball charge
my
down. Oh,
God.
Basic finds the kill, but now it's the collapse. Basic is gonna fall, and Kyrie picks up the shutdown. The rest of the Valley are here, trying to make their way. CW is gonna be taken down already early on. Keyboy still trying to run away. White Chicken already on the split. They still have the tier 1. They can play around it, but what an amazing bait by Basic to bring the other members down. Boots CW out, 2 side laners.
Right now, the Valley does have the Lord priority this time round. Onic needs another 30 more seconds to get into the Lord Pit for now. If the Valley camps around the Lord Pit right here, if you can see, they're making a beeline. Onic would not be able to gain Lord presence.
Oh my goodness.
Again, right? Every Lord fight, it feels like CW is just not there.
Yeah, so Basic and Shark, I mean, the Super Shark, Super Basic Shark, whatever we call that
Basic
combo.
Shark.
This ambush is coming out from the Valley. They snatched the lead away from Onic Philippines for quite a bit, and now it's
Oh, no.
equalized.
Let's see.
Onic cannot take this fight. They're not ready for it.
They're not. Keyboy's very low, right? He needs to back off here. They need to play with the side lane pressure, but the Valley are not giving that to him. Wow.
Oh
Good
my
snipe,
God.
actually, from the edge of the base.
Big blunder from Zik. You cannot do that here, Keyboy. You need to apply the vision.
Uh-oh, he recalled in. The Lord is at half HP. No knowledge right now.
Look at that.
With the power of nature, still able to escape. Keyboy is finally back in the Lord fight. White Chicken jumps in with a slam, pass, zoning Sans away. And just like that, that's a man advantage for the Valley. But still, it's White Chicken not able to find that split. Now it's going to be a 50-50 once
Can he
again.
do it
Kyrie
now?
jumping in.
CW,
Definitely
CW,
going to
my
be able to
God.
actually collapse on the Moba Zane. The Retribution jumps in and Moba Zane wins it again. Real world inflation, locking Moba Zane down. But the Valley with a great decision to back off right as Zane secures the Lord.
I don't know whether this is a curse or not in M4, especially those people who took down the Lord. You're gonna lose a team fight, right? And it's very crazy how Moba Zane uses the Daytona's welcome on top of Kyrie. Kyrie can't use the retribution at all, and it's a free Lord over the side of the Valley, and now it's up to the Valley to make good use of this Lord that they fought so hard to take.
Oh, late game Barrett. Once you get inside the vicinity of the Lord, you're going to be able to take it out. But Fire Chicken, though, is this the
think-
fight
No, I don't
that they
think
need?
so.
No. It's White Chicken who turns it back around. Onto Boots here, but there's not going to be any more follow-up. The Valley knows they have a man disadvantage, so Onic Esports are just going to utilize this to clear out the Lord again. So 2 Lords, the Valley.
Yeah.
Solid retribution, solid positioning, but 2 Lords, no punishment from the Valley.
I guess this is the time where we prove like the stats, right? The Turtle and the Lord control from the Valley, they are in favor when we started this, and we can see it in action.
Well, technically speaking, you have more Lord control because you're so hungry for the kills.
Uh-oh.
Each pickup is big.
Shunpu gets him out. Keyboy with a flicker out. Kyrie now in the midst of it all. Still in there. Death is welcome. Going to be able to lock him down with a slam pass. CW free hitting. Kyrie still full HP. He is a tank, remember. Boots though, he is not. He doesn't have the wall charge on the Hoon, but a beautiful fight there for him. White Chicken with split. Buying a little bit more time. Boots going to fall to the hands of Hoon. Kyrie still there. That's a kill over. 1 for 1. Keyboy is very, very low.
Oh,
Sans going to be
Sans!
able to actually dish out the damage right now. Basic
Keyboy.
is a quarter of HP down. Both teams disengaging. 2,000 gold lead. Onic Esports want more, but the Valley's saying, nope, we're backing off.
We're trading EXP laners for now. This is how the game has evolved to be. We're trading right now, but the Valley does have an advantage. They're stronger in the Lord control because they always take one member from the enemy team away. and then the enemy team doesn't dare to contest the
Oh,
Lord.
you have to clear this CW. It's
Yeah.
a big minion. Look at that. The turret. I was close. You have to be mindful of that. But here comes again. Here comes again. The shark and basic combo.
Keyboy!
Keyboy, what a god.
What?
What a god. What a god, Keyboy.
I like the way that you say it, Keyboy, what a god. It, like a matter of factly, like you know Keyboy is a god. But Mirko and I were like, what?
Dude, it's not fair. You get to hang out with these
Yeah,
players.
dude.
I just know them.
My goodness. That was very sick. But then again, this combo, the Kufra and the carry, we saw that so many times this game. Good thing is, this is a choke, so you can escape. You have ways to escape. With a Shunpo and a godly, reaction time, yeah, surely you can.
Oh my god, you're talking about things happening in the future. I'm still caught in the Keyboy play. All right, okay, there you
That's
go.
you.
We gotta move on. Onic Esports looking for something now is what I'm saying. Keyboy, he gets out of a catch and he finds a catch on the
Okay.
Zane, who's not gonna be melted
Yes.
down. Zane is
massive.
down.
That's
The Valley are one man down and it's the Evolved Lord. 21 minutes in, they're starting it.
They're definitely starting it. This is very big for Onic. This is the window, and it's a very slim. The Valley, on the other hand, look at Basic, look at Super Shark. They can turn this around. Onic needs to take down this block as quickly as possible.
Well, this is the time. The Valley,
Oh,
they want to
no,
go for
Boots.
it right now. Boots in the mid lane, gonna be actually spread it down. Look at Basic. Oh my god! Boots is down! Onic Esports now,
Oh, Bosco.
going for it, but look
Chewy.
at base right now.
Look,
CW is gonna be able to go for
Chewy.
it.
CW.
The split push. CW!
CW.
Rapid fire, he pops it in! Equalizer! 1-1! Onic and the Valley.
Amazing plays. Small little errors. We talk about this, ladies and gents. We talk about how small errors from each team can compile into a big problem. And the Valley was the one that made that error, giving on a game number 2.
Moments, minutes after minutes, they're making the great plays. Super Shark and Basic finding Boots. Then Keyboy eventually finds Moba Zane.
Wow.
For some reason, Captain America is way away from his teammates up top. Isolated. And with all of the ultimates committed, they were able to take them down. But Tewe, my goodness, that play.
You talking about Calvin Winata?
Yes.
Tewe? Yeah, he's so good at the game, dude. He is the late game shot caller for Onic Esports, and you can really see that, right? He set that up for himself. He was like, hey, guys, go for the fight, doesn't matter.
And there we go. These guys are giving us. Oh snap! And there we go, guys. Man, these guys are giving us a great show. So props to both teams. The Valley, Onic answering back, man. So props to both teams, man. Yo, again, guy with the no name, only with the PFP. The guy who donated, Valley or Onic win. These games are so intense. Yeah, whoever wins, man, I think they deserve it. Onic or the Valley, whoever wins, man, these guys deserve. Moving on to the next stage, man. Great teams. Whew, intense, right? It's always fun to see Moskov and carry, to be honest. Because in other games, it's you just have to be careful with carry. It's just recently in the final stages that they started using Moskov as a way to fight against carry, man. In other games, it was usually just carry who will get fat and they will have to find ways to counter carry, but not really stand against another marksman. Whew. 1-1. TV was plans. Check out your comments for now because I was... Shout out Benji the Pool Lassie. Yo, again, for the guy who donated, thank you. I can't see your name though. Valley or Onic? These gamers are so intense. Yep. With the Ninja PFP. Devil, what's up, Devil? Ray Mars Singh. Even I wasn't said by Ray Mars Singh. CW was slowly creeping up there. Probably because they knew that they were one man down. That Mobazin was down and they had the chance. If either someone was gonna go back to defend for Moskov, they definitely could secure the Lord. Someone had to defend. That's gonna be an easy Lord for for Onic. Shout out JC Juicy, what's up? Wow. Cho became X Factor. I can't wait for the next match, man. These guys are showing us a good fight. Shout out po Ninong, Thunder C4. You're my godson. How? Everyone calls me No Name. Don't worry about it. Oh, snap. Again, thank you for the $2, man. No Name. Thank you for the support. I will use that money. Shout out Simple28. Again, for the guys who donated before, thanks, man. I will buy my kids ice cream. Idol, na-meet kita nung lapu-lapu ka sa advanced server. Nung naglapu-la, akala ko, lapu-lapu server. Yeah, lapu-lapu on advanced server. Was that really me though? Hi, nandito na naman. Jose Manuel Ang, what's up? You have kids? Yeah, I got 4 kids. Gcash 1K Onic. Oh, snap. Don't bet, man. I know a lot of people are making this event. I know a lot of people gambling during this event. Legit, kuya, ikaw, dami mong skins. Really? The good thing about advanced server is it's really small. It's really small. You actually meet a lot of other YouTubers in advanced server. I sometimes get paired up against or with VY Gaming, the YouTuber VY Gaming, if you guys know him. I see him a lot on advanced servers. Probably because we play at the same time. Because if there's an update, we're gonna be playing that hero. Or if there's a new hero, we're both gonna be playing. May giveaway ka, kuya, na skin na, man. We have giveaway events, but not on this live stream. We had a separate event for that. You can actually check some of our videos, but not on this one. We don't want this. Hi, Elgin, Big Mark, Aaron Sedaya, what's up? Kiriko. Unintentional collabs, I know, right? You get unintentional collaborations on advanced server. Do you use Gagon? Who's Gagon? King, what's up? Few more minutes for the next games, guys. So just hang in there. Oh, snap. So, CW. This is the first time I actually looked closely at CW, man. Madaming crowd. Yeah, usually if there's an Indonesian team like Onic and RRQ, there's usually a huge crowd. You know, because this M4 is being held in Jakarta, Indonesia. Why Freeville? Name of why Freeville? I'm not sure. Yvette. There. Oh, Eve. My wife's name is Eve Vet. Eve Vet. LBR, thank you for the bosses. This is not actually the voice we use though. If you can tell that we have a different voice as compared to our usual videos. Sneak peek on our next video that we're gonna upload probably after the live stream. It says advanced server patch. Oh, let's sneak peek while we're waiting for the next game. Just a few more minutes though. Hey guys, what's up? So we have a new update on advanced server and it's patch 1.69.69. First on our list is the buff on Hanabi. They increase her basic attack lifesteal ratio from 80 to 100%. Mother liquor. There. Hey guys, what's up? Forever together. What's up? Nah, it's not funny. Don't worry, man. It's not funny. Highlights. Do you know Kagura? Kagura has an OnlyFans? That's... God dang it, Kagura. I didn't know you were working. Kagura has an OnlyFans site. Kagura working double time, man. Kagura's earning those cash. Nam Jax, what's up? We have a legit update. We're gonna publish it maybe today. CW is a nerd. Oh my god. He's a nerd in the big stages though. If I was if I was a girl, I would smash that. If I was a girl, I would smash. Which one? Definitely Kyrie for his Hayabusa play. Smashing someone because of their ML plays. Only once. Who are you supporting in this game, Kuya? I don't know. Both teams are so fun. But like I said, I like watching Kyrie, man. I love watching Kyrie. I love his plays. So I would like to see that more if they win. But the advantage of the Valley winning is actually there's going to be more hype for the show. I think more viewers are going to get more hyped about the M4 if the Valley wins. Because Moonton did put a lot of hype on the Valley, man. I-live mo yung advanced server niyo, Patch. I can't, man. Live patch update. Your age 36. Anyways, guys, we're gonna have to focus for now for the interview because interviews in this event is important. So for that reason, we're gonna have to listen to the interview of this professional hosts of M4.
Is he a good boy? How is he at home? Gimana tuh di rumah, cewek? Kayak apa sih cewek?
Kalau di rumah sih biasanya kebanyakan diem ya.
Oh, he's
Iya,
super
diem.
quiet.
Iya.
Diem gitu,
Diem,
kalem.
diem.
Good
Cuma
boy.
kalau main game sih biasa berisik.
Oh, he only loud when he's playing a game, Mara. Oh, just like how he is right here. Now, when they won MPL Indonesia Season 10 as the champions, what did they do for the family? Did they give any special gifts for you guys? Habis juara ada hadiah kah atau ada hal yang spesial saat kemarin tuh juara dari MPL Season 10 Tante? Ada hadiah kayaknya ya dari Coach Aldo ya?
Alhamdulillah, Aldo hadiahnya semua diserahkan sama ibunya.
Oh, all the gift, all the present is for her mom. They gave it to her mom. Oh, that's so nice. They spoiled you. What about your brother? What did they do for you?
Kalau cewek dia ada kasih cincin ya, cincin untuk papa, terus medali untuk keluarga.
Oh, a ring for his dad. That's so
And
nice.
a medal for the family.
Now,
Really?
if they win the championship for M4, what will you ask for from
Waduh.
Coach Aldo and CW?
Kalau menang ini, mau minta apa nih buat dari Coach Aldo dan juga cewek? Atau udah ada janji mungkin nih Tante?
Saya minta sama Aldo, berhubung Aldo selama ini kurang waktunya untuk keluarga, saya berharap ada kesempatan untuk bisa berkumpul sama keluarga.
Together around with the family because right now they're so busy with the tournament and they want a time for family. Coach Aldo, tolong ya
Mom,
waktunya
for
ya.
sure they'll do that.
Yes.
What about for your brother? What are you gonna ask for? So you give a ring this time. This time, what are you gonna ask for?
Kalau cewek menang ya, kalau bisa sih pulang Imlek ya, ngerayain kemenangan lah.
Again,
Di luar.
a time for the family because Chinese New Year is nearby, so probably they want everyone to gather.
Yo, god dang it! Don't start betting on, don't start betting on the matches, man. We're gonna get, what do you call that? It's a So there we go. Those were the interviews of Mara and Clara, both professional hosts of the M4, like us. There we go. Like we said, we're gonna dial down our simpness. We only have face reactions on our simp now, but we're not gonna be talking much. Like yesterday got too wild, right? Our simpness level yesterday got too wild and there were some words spoken. I got too excited, so we're gonna dial it down. We will silently appreciate the visual stuff on the It's Onic time! Yeah! Bye. There we go, it's done. There, I did not say anything inappropriate that time, right? Everything I said was technically decent. Anyways, 2 minutes more before the next match. We're gonna be waiting. Hopefully, it's as intense as that last match. Definitely, the matches has been getting more intense and intense as we reach the finals. Because to be honest, in the group stage, there were a lot of... Come on, man. In the group stage, there were a lot of one-sided matches, right? That was not... It's hard to watch a one-sided match. It's... Jan Castillo, what's up? Hey, Elgin, how are you? We're good, Rishav. We're good. How do you get the OK button in your game, Elgin, besides... How do you get the OK button? I'm not exactly sure, Joel Rodriguez. Elgin, wife watching from the other side of the room. Nah, man. I'm guessing your wife is besides you, no? Nah, no, really. Shout out to my wife. I love you. Lily. My ninth time asking... Lily, I have not memorized my Mobile Legends ID. And also, we have a lot of accounts. We actually have a lot of accounts on Mobile Legends. And I have not memorized any single of those accounts. Okay, Benji, see you. Trixie Magallan. Yawn. Sir Elgin, makakuha pa po ba ako ng Prime? Level 67. Level 67? May chance pang makakuha ng Prime skin? Yes. Yes. You still have a chance. If you're level 67 now, you still have a chance to get the Prime skin. Gift Dias. Sorry guys, we don't have skin giveaways and diamonds giveaways during this live stream. Although we do have those, we do those stuff. But it's on a different video. If you've seen some of our videos. But not on this live stream though, because it's gonna be chaotic. It's gonna be insanely chaotic if we have skin giveaways here. So we have a different skin giveaway sessions on our videos. Usually you can find those at the end of the video. Tagasang ka sa Pinas, Novaliches, Quezon City, Bagbag, sa Uyo Road, Franco Street, Lot 6 block. Forgot. You like MLBB or just YouTube? You like MBB or just YouTube? Well, I create content about Munton and I upload it on YouTube. Elgin X. Will you do M4 figurine giveaway? I don't even have the M4 figurine. How can I do M4 figurine giveaway? I don't even have that. Do you play PUBG? Oh snap, I can't mention other games. I just said it. Bad. Draft started. I'm gonna shut up once the draft starts. Here we go. I'm gonna shut up for now, guys. Let's listen to the game.
The Phantom stepping to go in, he actually had to commit everything just to take out Boots, and afterwards, because they are now into the zone of Onic Esports, there's no way for them to teleport back to base with the recall, and CW was able.
What the hell? It's not yet starting, man. Alright, here we go.
On your horses, ladies and gentlemen. Mere 5 seconds into the draft. This is game number 2. Match right now is a 1-1. It is going to be Onic going up against the Valley once again onto the drafting face.
Let's see, do we have changes? Yes, we do. There you go. Valley on the blue side. First pick, and Onic Esports finally now on the red side. Different bands coming in, except, no, not for the Valley, not much. It's still Fanny and the Hayabusa. Yeah. I think they're going to be, I don't think they'll ban the 1-1 though. That's the only difference.
Maybe, and that is one of the top bans coming out from Onic Esports if they do find it.
They still do.
They still do it. So the carry should be the priority here for the Valley, right?
Well, they banned Lolita, Fredrin, and Joy for 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
They might as well just go for the same thing, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
But that's giving away the Eve.
Correct. That's the volatility part from the side of Onic. Technically speaking, ladies and gents, it feels like game number 3, we're going into uncharted waters right here. It's like, you know, I can take away the carry, I can take away the glue that's causing so much havoc in the backline, given over to White Chicken. But I feel like you cannot ban away White Chicken's hero because I feel like he could pull out the Thamus anytime soon, right?
Well, there you go. The Eve, as predicted, is going to be banned out instead of the Joy. So the Valley now have a choice. Kaja carry. It's probably going to be carry.
It's carry.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. And then you go Grok, as well as
Karina.
yeah, Grok and Glue, perhaps.
Rock and glue works. Yeah. There you go. That's the glue, and that's the Fairness.
Perhaps. Okay.
Hey, this combination is pretty nasty,
Yeah,
man.
that's
Glue
nasty.
Fairness. Glue is already hard to kill.
Yeah.
And on top of that, the Cult Altar.
Yep. But I'm also expecting a Valentina Hoon right now because you got to pick it right here before going into the next phase. It could be a bait coming out from Onic. Do you prioritize that Valentina? If you take that Valentina, I can take something else, right? I can take your, not technically, Grok. You can technically take the Grok away because you can flex it into the roam. But on the other side, the Valley need to pick a choice. They will select the Lolita going in for the Valley.
Maybe, surely the Valentina could be a choice, as well as the fact that the glue is, the Grok is still open.
Yeah.
Then again, if you pick up the Lolita, you kind of already reveal that your Grok will be in the XP lane. Still is a very strong hero against the glue. They still pick it up.
Okay.
Now I wonder if Onic they are considering the Lilia this time, or maybe the Valentina for their side, but maybe they can just ban out the Valentina, pick the Lilia later onto this draft because it really works well with the two heroes that the Valley has right now.
Yeah, and here we do have a quote from Carl TZ himself. He thinks Onic Esports will go through the lower brackets because they gave them a hard time. Here, it's a signature link for a certain player on Onic Esports. I can't remember the name, though.
I can't remember the name, though.
It's
I think it's the most handsome one on the roster,
the
right?
Hayabusa guy?
Yeah, I think it's the Hayabusa one.
Kind of rhymes with Skyri?
Or Sayri. Or Sayri.
Yeah,
Sayri, no.
Sayri. Yeah, maybe.
Kyrie, there you go. That's the link for Kyrie. Signature pick locked in up against the carry. Hey, it works, right? You want to have some backline threat. You already have the Lolita picked up from the Valley too, so that can be another source of CC to cancel out the Numenon Blast.
And there it is. The focus now on to MOBA Zane, banning out the Karina, maybe the Barretts as well, because if I remember, it was RRQ went up against Blacklist International. Blacklist went in for the Barretts against the Ling. So it is a great answer to the Ling if ever. So that might be what the Valley might consider if the tides shift in their favor. But Onic Esports can easily ban that out.
Valentina ban as well can come out.
Yeah, I feel like it is up to Onic to ban the Valentina away because of the Cult Altar. You don't want to give that Cult Altar over to the side of the Valley. The second best choice after if you don't get access to the Cult Altar is that Estes.
Yeah.
But do you expect the Estes coming out from the Valley? No. They've already got the Lolita picked up as well. There you go. The Valentina is a no-brainer right there because of that logic.
Wonder if Onic Esports are considering either a Farsa or Lilia, as we mentioned, but it may be their last pick because what they need to do is to conserve the flexibility of this Paramus. You don't reveal yet if it is going to Keyboy or if it's going to Suns. Kind of tells me that fourth slot coming out from Onic Esports might be a marksman that they match up against the carry. And what if it's the Moscow again?
Oh man, we'll see. It's the Kadita ban coming through. They're respecting again that pressure that Keyboy has in the game. And honestly, right now, the Moskov sure can come through, but it's not going to be here, right?
Yeah,
I mean, the carry's already picked up. There's no real reason to go for that. Might as well go, but even for the roamer position.
How about a Harith coming out from Onic Esports, knowing that this league is quite farm dependent? You find the hero in the Golden who is not that farm dependent.
Cho first.
Yeah,
Cho first,
I think the Cho is a lot better because your Jeet Kune Do and your Shinpo as well allows you to you have a lot more avenue to cancel away Super Shark. I think not CCW, but like Keyboy's main role for the side of this composition right now is to make sure that Super Shark is unable to land the perfect Luminon Blast.
I think the Barret still is good for the Valley to go with something like a Matilda or a Lilia themselves. The strength of the Barretts is that you have your way to kind of keep yourself together, planted on the ground when the Retribution fight happens. It's a very MOBA Zane-ish kind of hero. Then again, you will lack long-range damage to go with that. So maybe couple with like Farsa or Lilia.
There you go.
You mentioned.
And Lilia. Should be these two picks. And there you go. It's going to be Lilia too. Onic Esports now. We've been mentioning, right? Gold lane. Sure, Moskov can work again.
Yeah.
You want to go 3 Moskov games?
Harith perhaps?
Harith. I think Harith can work, but again, it really depends on how much the Ling farms. Because if the Ling falls behind early, so easy to just build around the magical defense.
Oh, how about Popol and Koopa coming out from Onic Esports? It's not a hero. It's a hero that they also use. It's quite fast tempo. If you
Take
think about
turrets
it.
down.
Exactly.
I think a better option if they want to just see turrets down is the Brody, no?
Yes. I feel like look, there's so
Brody's
many
good.
things that only Esports can do with this one, right?
Can they go for the Melissa here? The Beatrix.
No, Beatrix,
Yeah.
okay.
Beatrix.
You know this. You know, we always say like
All
for
reliable.
Sure, we look at like good heroes like Moskov, like Popol, Koopa, like Bruno, Brody even, but they go back to the Matrix.
Dude, I like
It's
the
just
fact
meta.
that the desk was literally say, hey, you know what? Go to meta, CW go to meta, and then when CW goes back to meta, you guys have something to say about him.
He does everything we don't want him to do.
Exactly. But this time though, this is good news for Onic Esports, and especially the fans of Onic Esports. We're gonna see a lot of like standard gameplay, and maybe we can unleash the full potential of the players of Onic Esports. Meta heroes right now with the Ling and the Beatrix. Can you actually go wrong with this composition of the Indonesian squad?
I think the Beatrix is really good here, right? Right now, it's just this massive big composition. You have the troll to use to kick someone into the Beatrix so that he can clean it up. You got a burst damage from the Beatrix, especially in Nibiru. But with that said, we can theory craft, but let's head into game. Game number 3, the Valley going up against Onic Esports.
What I know about Kyrie is he hates the Demon Slayer emblem, and yeah, he does go for the Killing Spree emblem here as well in this game. So more priority on rotating across the map, looking for kills, not on farming.
Yeah. And of course, you can expect the Link to kind of play passively this time unless they want to activate it into silence. But when it comes to the turtle fights, they'll be surprised if Team Valley just takes all of those turtles. Onic Esports choosing to go for this Link, they cannot tell us that they want to go to the late game instead of the early stages.
I feel like Onic, right? Like I said, it's a very heavy pick composition. You can pick with the glue, you can pick with that troll, and then you can technically pick with the Sands, right? Then Kyrie come in and clean it up, pick someone into the CW's Nibiru's Passion, or even the Bandit's Reach as well. That's a lot of damage from the side of Onic. Whereas on the side of the Valley, they need to fight together as a team fight. All of them need to land their shots. The Wild Charge, the Luminum Blast, and even down to the Dayton is welcome.
Oh, did Kyrie actually steal that? Yeah, I think he did.
He did.
Stole it away, getting just a bit more XP, but Mobazane's still going to have the better time clearing the jungle. Demon Slayer, Barat's a lot of damage to play with there, even going for the invade early on.
Yep, I think they do have the invade priority because Keyboy is looking a little bit low, and Mobazane right here is already at full stack, so he's going to have a lot of armor, a lot of magic resist. Link is not in an area they've already confirmed it because they need to hover around the turtle pit.
Yeah. In mid lane too, right? I mean, the mid control is just phenomenal from the Lilia. Kyrie already trying to contest this one. Mobazane reads out the situation, knows that, hey, something fishy's going around. Mid lane is missing, right? So he goes for it. Who takes that? Kyrie?
I like
close.
I like the fact that guys, I like the fact that we're like
Kyrie.
talking about non-critical minion jungle creep take, right? This is not critical. This is not a purple or the orange, but the more critical one will be this turtle fight.
Well, here it is. Luminum Blast going to be popped in. Boots going to be stunned up. Jetson is welcome as well.
Oh,
The Gold
no.
Altar is there to save his life for a bit. First blood over to the Valley. Did Keyboy, though, backing away. And that's a turtle take from Onic.
Yeah. Getting the turtle means that Kyrie will have a little bit of an advantage for Mobazane. It will not be that valuable, though. The fact that they lost Boots just like that, really not good for Onic Esports in the early stages of the game. But it is what it is. At least they traded. Imagine if Boots went down without any trade for Onic Esports. That's even more annoying for their squad.
Yep, it is going to be Beatrix building that component item just to get that extra armor pen, right? Then after that, go full force BOD. That's one of the core items for that Beatrix as well. Apart from that, the Beatrix skipped the boots to put in more gold so they could get that BOD faster. 2 members locked up by K-Boy.
Uh-oh, that's a lot of damage on you, Keyboy. You're so low. Kyrie jumps in. Does he get it? Oh, insane. He takes it away.
Yeah, man. Zane takes you away. But looking at the emblems, you're right. Kyrie doesn't really like the killing streak. Personally, I'm also on his side, right? I don't like the Demon Slayer kind of emblem because I feel like, especially as the lane, going up against the Valley that likes to fight these long drawn-out fights, if you allow Kyrie to pick up a kill, especially, it is Kyrie's playstyle as well. You pick up a kill, you get in the region, you get the movement speed to get more kills. So that's how Onic likes to play these assassins.
We are just literally watching the laning stage with what? Kyrie and Mobazane just fighting it through mini objectives, but all throughout, Boots and Fried Chicken just duking it out, trying to outsmart each other. That's also true with CW and the Basic. Very standard game from both teams. The only
just wanna farm.
Yeah, just want to farm.
And honestly, looking at it right now, right, that's why we're talking about the little creeps here, creep steals, because that's what's mattering right now early on. Without neutral objectives, that's what they're fighting for.
I can't believe we have to devolve into
not even
this.
team fights,
Yeah, we need to devolve into this. Like, we talk about small little wins. This, I mean,
this
small
is Mobile
little
Legends.
wins.
This is highest level Mobile Legends, right? Every single win will add up. Keyboy, or they're looking for a Jikundo. Jumps in on the Mobazane with the way the dragon as well. But a blast! Connects onto two. White Chicken jumps in. The Cult Altar as well. Hoon finds the turtle. Temple Blaze is going to be popped in as Hoon's going to be able to find Keyboy. But Kyrie dashing all across the place will mean that Sans will be able to pick up Mobazane. 1-for-1. It's a trade back again. It's a kill over to Onic. The Valley picks up a kill and the turtle.
All about trades this time.
Yeah.
But then again, the fact that Hoon actually secured it without any huge. CW actually stay here in the mid lane just for a double lane setup. He just wants to farm. And the fact that the Beatrix has got an extra lane of minions over the carry because he can transfer to the mid lane. Again, small advantages that both teams are looking for.
Oh, CW wants to look for a steal here.
Oh,
He gets it.
he baits it.
Really, we're really going to go down to these small little details.
That's a big play.
That's a big play. That's a big detail, all right? But M4 stats, here's the Valley ranking first in turret damage with per game with 26,000. That's a big amount of damage. That's because they have a higher KDA. They have a higher KDA that translate into Lord, that translate into map dominance, that translate into a lot of things, and that's the Valley playstyle, right?
CW already has got the Blade of Despair. It's actually level 8 compared to, well, he is far from level 8 and Basic only got his. That kind of tells us that there's a little bit more farm onto CW as compared to the carry. This means that activation coming out from Onic Esports could be theirs, especially with the Berserker's Fury up on carry as well.
Very early on, Keyboy though, getting out. No, not just yet. The Deathless Welcome finds it. Keyboy not going to pin down against the wall. He knows that he won't have damage either way, so might as well put him against the turret. CW can be caught. Called Altar is ready. Silence up, and CW is going to be able to flicker out. Kyrie assassinating Hoon in the back line as Basic goes for the turret. Finds it, but will be taken low.
Basic.
Temple Blaze is going to be popped here, and that's 2 kills on the board. Kyrie looking for a third. Not going to be able to find it. 2-for-1. CW falling to the hands of White Chicken there with a wild charge. Gets out of the Stampede with the power of nature, but it's going to be knocked up by the Jikundo. Away the dragon on the Mobazane. Locked him up. Boots jumps in with a slam pass. Brought back Mobazane against the world. Kyrie dashing out. Boots onto him right now with a split. Mobazane very low, still able to actually sustain back up. White Chicken, no wild charge. Deathless Welcome still available for Mobazane. Onic Esports with the wise choice. Backing away from the turtle. But Boots is still here on the glue. Flickering out to safety. Will mean that, again, both teams disengage. But now it's Kyrie on to the purple buff, stealing it away.
I mean, small little wins, right? It's so micro. This game, so close. But that's another win over the side of Onic with that turret takedown.
Never mind, it's a trade.
It's a trade.
My goodness, these two teams are so good at the game. They're just trading, literally.
I can't believe I'm saying this, ladies and gentlemen. The Valley is making it feel like they are on par with Onic Esports.
Because they are. 1-1.
Literally. Even the trades, there's nothing free in this game. Surely the turtle goes in favor of the Valley, but Kyrie gets the purple buff on the side of the Valley, then they get a turret up top, and then eventually Onic Esports, you see CW dying once, as well as, Basic. So everybody's just trading, literally. No clear winner, just as...
Yeah, no clear winner.
Unless, Kyrie goes for the push onto the bottom lane.
Uh-oh, there you go. Kyrie
wins.
goes for the turret here. Keyboy spots the conceal play. And the Valley says, hey, you take bottom side, let's try to take top side now. CW and Keyboy trying to defend. That's the Renner actually clearing it out. The Blast was charged in, but it's going to be cancelled away. They don't have the minions to play with for that dive.
So much value from the sniper shot coming from CW, clearing out the minions up top.
Wow.
Small values, dude.
This is such an intense game right now. It's like a chess game, right?
Yeah.
And while we're in a slow game, this is exactly the moment we need to check the items.
Looking at the items right now, it's going to be Berserker Fury and the Windtalker already built for that lane. The lane is actually 1k gold lead, and the best part is there's a lot more mobility for Onic. Right now, Onic, what they can do is to use Kyrie to jump from one lane to another, take down turrets, and that's exactly what Onic has been doing for the past, like, I don't know, maybe like 5 minutes or so when they know how the game has devolved into. But another thing that I would like to point out from the side of the Valley is they have a massive good clear that can shove as 5 and then rotate to the other lane.
You know, I would say Kyrie is just styling on the itemization. All of these casual items. So when he was Garena going for the Molten Essence as well as the Steel Leg Blades as casual items, now as the Ling, he's going for a casual Swift Crossbow, and then completes other items, making it so that the value he gets from the early items pays
Honestly,
dividends in the end.
Looking at the game, though, and the drafts here, the Valley, I think they're completely fine with just taking the game slow, right?
Yeah.
They have a Lilia, they have a carry. If it goes to the late game, it's going to be a 50-50, and I think that's a 50-50 that the Valley wants to take. Keyboy, though, with the way the Dragon bringing Mobazane back in. Kyrie jumping in onto Mobazane. They're good for the assassination. Doesn't have blast. Doesn't connect onto anyone. San's still able to survive, but not for long. Basic says no. Kyrie on the walls, gets out. Jungler for Sans, but he spawns back in with a passive.
That's the power of giving out Sands, right? But there you go. It's going to be the Bandit's Rage clearing it up. I like what Onic is doing. Instead of focusing as an assassin, you want to go for the backline, but you know Basic is very elusive. So Onic went for the target assassination onto Mobazane instead. Knowing that he's on the Demon Slayer Emblem, knowing that he needs a level to scale and out-Reggie you in the Reggie battle, but hold on a second. A lot of emphasis on Hoon right now.
Hoon spots it out. White Chicken, this is it. He can go for the steal, he jumps in, but the Temple of Blades comes in from Kyrie, and CW finds it. Sans with the Stampede, bringing Basic back, only to deal damage. Numenon Blast, charges in, doesn't find anyone. It's a 1-for-1. Lord for Sans.
Wow. They will eventually clear the waves. Management, my goodness. All right, I'm going to say, we were impressed by the Moscow coming out from CW, right? Even through losses, even through wins. But my oh my, if he holds a meta hero like the Beatrix, he looks wonderful. You saw how he managed to utilize the render shots against Mobazane when Mobazane was kicked in the middle. Then eventually transfers into the Bennett to kind of clear the wave in the middle. Then into the Lord fight, he knows exactly what he needed to do. Chunks down the Lord with the sniper shots, eventually sealing with the SMG. Then transfers into the mid lane, gets out, seen to safety. Styling on the Valley.
Clears the way with the Bennett, right?
Exactly. What the hell is happening? He looks good with the non-meta heroes. Boy, look what he can do with the meta heroes.
I mean, right now, the only weapon he isn't utilizing is the Wesker, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Here, White Chicken is going to be targeted down. Kyrie is taking it personal. That wild charge!
Okay.
Oh! Beautiful wild charge! Onto Kyrie, who's going to be caught here. Keyboy as well. Numenon Blast, charging again, finding 2. But it's only the 2 members, CW and Sans, who's still able to kite away. CW flickers out, Basic dealing damage, but Boot jumps in onto the split on towards Mobazane. Basic slow, CW is doing the damage onto Mobazane. 800 gold lead still being held onto by Onic Esports, but hey, the Valley, that was a good trade, right? It's 2 for 2 against Onic, who have the lead.
Yeah. There's another saying, right? No matter how good the squirrel can jump, it will always land on the ground. That's exactly what happened to Onic. Well, Onyx is called Porcupine, but you get the point, right? Kyrie jumped right into the Valley, and that was a mistake. And the Valley converted that into a kill. He converted that into tempo, which the Valley desperately need, especially when Onic has full map control.
Are you not entertained about this?
I'm
we saw a lot of
entertained.
micro outplays.
I'm entertained.
Fried Chicken. He waited for the Tempest of Blades to come in, sticks to the wall so that the power of nature will allow you to be crowd control immune. When Kyrie goes down with the Tempest of Blades, already you have that power of nature prepared, and there's a lot of damage onto Kyrie with all of the damage items that this X-Billion Grok has.
Oh, that's some damage.
That's Wesker, by the way.
That is Wesker, so he is utilizing all 4 weapons that Beatrix has. Here though, Kyrie with the purple buff against Zayn, but that's a collapse here.
Oh, no.
A lot of members placed down onto Kyrie, but he goes in instead to clear out the wave. He maneuvers away, and he baits out the movement from the Valley.
Woo!
Wasted rotation up top. Wow.
The Valley's doing well. Onic is doing well. Everybody's just playing out of their minds.
I love this game, right? I love the series. We need a best of 5, full 5 games.
We need a best of 5, full 5 games. And
How about a
it
best of
is-
7? Let's go.
Sure.
Sure. But Onic versus the Valley, though, right now, the Onyx do have this small little advantage. The fact that, okay, the kick going in.
That's what the Wesker's for. My goodness. Onic with the coordination. Keyboy with the kick. Super Shot got melted down. We don't usually see that now, but man, Onic Esports.
Yeah, the patch notes
Wow.
told me that the Wesker got nerfed, but I wasn't expecting this coming off from CW.
CW, an artist. He's so creative, dude. What the hell?
Yeah, and now he jumps back onto the runner, pokes down the Lord. Onic Esports with the zone. Now with no Super Shark, no one can open up the map. And it's just a free Lord over to Onic Esports, conceded by the Valley.
Small little win, small little pickups. It's the Valley that lost Super Shock first. Onic was able to convert that kill into a Lord pit or a Lord on their side. And this is exactly how the Valley likes to play. Onic Esports, on the other hand, literally copying the strat.
Yeah, man. All of these microtransactions from both teams, they're all the trades that we're seeing. Yeah, I mean, the war of attrition has been in there for what, 12 minutes, and then eventually Onic finds openings. And all of a sudden, they're ahead by 3.3K, and they now have the map control. But that doesn't mean that the Valley is defeated just yet.
No.
They're just getting outplayed when it comes to the map just because of those small victories that Onic accumulated all throughout the game.
You know what I realized?
Yep.
This Onyx style that they're playing, after game 1, it really feels like, especially in game 3 here, it's the banana split that Onyx PH
Why not?
played back in
Come
M3 up against BTK. So they're using BTK's Kryptonite here. That's a good Brenner shot. Basic's taking a half HP. Keyboy was looking for the way the dragon, doesn't find it. It's just the Lord marching down, and it's the base turrets now wide open. Kyrie is utilizing this to go for more damage into the mid lane base turret. And on Esports, they back up.
Kyrie can't be caught by the Valley, especially when you got, Luminum Blast that you need to charge a lot, and Super Shark wasn't. If he uses the stun, rest assured, the rest of Onyx squad will come in and just run you down in the mid lane. But another thing,
Zayn.
Zayn.
Oh,
pick
no,
up.
Boba Zayn's gonna be caught here. That's the Bennett as well. Dishing the damage out. That's gonna be Kyrie jumping into the back line. The cold ultra was placed down by Sans. White Chicken in the back line as well, but it's giving Boots, who is gonna be able to dish out the split. Kyrie still able to actually get out there before Sans gets the kill. And Kyrie dumps it again. It's now CW's gunning White Chicken down. It's Sans with a triple kill. And it's a 4-for-1 trade. Onic Esports looking to get the match point down here in the 16th minute of the game. Hoon is the only member left standing. He needs to make the miracle play. Kyrie buys the immortality. Hoon is getting bursted down. The base is wide open. Hoon's gonna fall down to CW. And it's match point for Onic Esports.
Match point for Onic Esports. Finding that rubber band, pulling it to its tip-top maximum length. The tension broke the Valley. And Onic takes one more game.
What a performance in the third game. That banana split. Hey.
Man, they decided, Coach Yep decided that for the side of Onic Philippines before.
And there we go, guys. Game 3 goes to Onic. That Way of the Dragon from Chow. Finding the dragon. Way of the Dragon. Finding the dinosaur. Show us the highlights, man. I want to see that highlights again. Yeah. I'll see you later, Aldrin. Yeah, we're gonna have Blacklist and Echo later. But that's not working. Here we go. Yo, highlights, guys.
I'm gonna add another layer to that. Beatrix has a very bad result throughout group stages. CW, on the other hand, is like, have you guys used
The Wesker and the Renner. Don't just stick on the Bennett and the Nibiru.
And with that said, we're going to be throwing over to the analysts to be dissecting about...
Okay, looks like there's still no highlights. So let's wait for the highlights a bit. Man. 2-on-1. Onyx still needs one more win. Like I said, I like the Onic, man. But I think people will get more excited if the Valley wins. But still, watching Kyrie is definitely fun. I want to see the highlights after this one. Still have a chance though. Still 2-1. Zane is sleeping. Who gets 3 points? Yeah, whoever gets 3 points first is gonna be the winner. Elgin, where do you leave? We're from PH, man. Well, still has a chance for the Valley fans. We still have a chance. Oh snap! Where did they go? There we go. Five-match game if TV wins now, right? For example, if Onic wins, that's it. Because they can only have 5 matches. And if the other team already has 3 wins. Nope, Black Sniper. Kimi has not yet showed her face during the M4. Yep, Echo versus Blacklist after this game. After this match, actually. But they're gonna have an 1 hour. For example, after this match, they're gonna have an hour or so break before the next match, which is Echo versus Blacklist. Yo, Satyajit Kumar. Guess the meaning of my name. Truth always hurts. Truth always hurts. Satyajit Kumar. Hello, Hera. Hello, Daddy. Daddy Elgin. Hello, all. Mobasing for the win. Oh, there we go. Not yet. We have not yet eaten Roma. 8 p.m. Yeah. Black and Echo. Triumphs. Oh, truth always triumphs. Oh, snap. Thank you for that. Cool cut. Truth always triumphs or wins. Daniel, basic needs good positions in. What happened there to our analytics fans? What do you think happened to the Valley there? Valley will win this match. Yeah, the Valley still has a chance. It's 2-1. It's not 2-0 though, so it's 2-1. It's still a bit doable. The Valley needs to win 2 straight wins. Mobazane was also the Barretts on that last game, right? What was Mobazane's pick during the first match? Wasn't it also Barretts? Hey, yo, what's up? Bracket. Again, CW. Wait, guys, I'm gonna show you the. This is the bracket for the fight. There we go. Can you guys see, or is it too small? So, whoever wins this is going to be fighting RRQ Hoshi. If Onic or the Valley wins this, they're going to be fighting RRQ Hoshi. And after that, it's going to be the match of Echo and Blacklist. Whoever loses on the Echo and Blacklist, yeah, they will fight the winner of whoever's going to win the RRQ Hoshi stuff. Anyways, you get it, right? You get the brackets. Oh, snap. Wait. Here we go. Highlights. Let's check the highlights and what happened on that last clash. Here.
Chess, at least Mobazine as well as Fried Chicken does. So as a chess player, you really don't want a lot of surprises happening. And we talked about how the Valley is so good in terms of the team fights, in terms of picking off. So I kind of like this banana split strategy coming in from Onic, creating chaos, making it so that you guys are chess masters where what are we going to do next? Can you guys actually find the answer fast enough to actually get to it? And here again, look at Kyrie. He's just making sure Hoon and Basic are far away from CW. So it's just like two different team fights, but in one team fight.
You know, and this could end up being a big problem for the Valley, because even the casters were saying in that past game, they did pretty decent in their wave management, at least for the Valley, right? They did pretty decent in holding off that defense, but in the end, they still lost out. So
there we go. 3 more minutes until the next fight. What's gonna be your prediction? Oh, is there another interview? Oh, no, man. I thought there was gonna be another interview, man. Earl Cows, what's up? Welcome back. Elgin has Gaelic roots and means high-minded. So it's perfect for any little guy with a strong moral compass. Oh, snap. That's my name. Jan Hocho. Little Ireland. So, Elgin is Little Ireland. Hi there again, Sandaong. Yeah, we're waiting. The interview can make us wake up. Oh, it's gonna be 2-2. Ooh. Unnecessary feed zone. Shout out to Katrivan Sahativan. Katrivan Sahativan. Tell me if you guys wants to listen to the caster's thoughts on that game, man. If I'm in game, I'll report 5 times. Why? What's your full-time work? We're full-time YouTuber, content creator. We actually have editors and animators on here on the office with us. Ikaw nga mag-cast loads. Yeah, it's gonna be PH versus PH, Echo versus Blacklist later on the last and most intense match. After this one, we want Victor, they said. Oh, was that Victor? Dang it. Tell me if you want to listen to the shoutcasters, man. Okay, let's go. Turn on the shoutcasters. Bro, I need TV to win. Thank you for that, Sandaong. Those animations. But actually playing good. Oh, Victor. I thought you were talking about the caster. So, Victor, the old BTK member. Who would you replace on oh, snap. Who would you replace on the Valley if you have been given the option? with Victor. Few more minutes. Look, Ronaldo among crowds. Oh, here we go. We're gonna shut up and listen to the draft pick. One more win for Onic and they're good to go. Or the Valley.
Stopping there, they may be looking at putting us to a game number 5, but we need to take a look at this drafting phase.
It's still
1-1. Okay, so quick.
Back.
I think you still go glue this time. Oh, they snatched the Lolita. Lolita and Frambis are two heroes that struggle, that make 1-1 struggle, actually.
And look what got banned. 3 assassins. Again,
Okay,
Kyrie, you're not allowed to play.
All right. Cannot play.
Cancelled.
Yeah, but this kind of opens up the draft still for the Valley. Surely, like, they got countered, like Faramis as well as the Lolita. But that also means that you already know, like, the back-to-back picks coming out from Onic. However, even when they pick up the glue, or maybe Valentina this time, or Lilia, the thing with the Faramis is that it was a traditional counter to the glue anyways.
I think Valentina is the best in slot in here, because just take a look from the side of Onic. There is the Cult Altar, there is the Aluminum Blast that you can desperately take. Not say desperately take, you can take. So it's up to how Onic plays around with this Valentina.
It's now their turn to pick up the carry. So far in the 4 games that we've seen, it was basic, or 3 games that we've seen, it was basic. Now it's the 1-1. This will be one of the first few times that we'll see 1-1. It's always automatically banned, but the way that it is opened by Onic Esports, you know, Coach Yeb as well as Aldo, they have to be prepared for this. So far, their answer. Faramis with the ultimate allows for the 1-1, or, you know, this allows a 1-1 to pop up with the ultimate because you cannot kill anyone, right? And then, of course, the Lolita with the Bulwark completely nullifies the crossbow tank.
You know, Onic Esports, both CW and Coach Aldo are 1-1 players, top global players too, so they understand how to face off against the 1-1 here. That's why they went in for the Lolita and the Faramis. They're also giving it respect back to the Valley because they banned out the Kufra, and guess what? The Lolita pick, it's a counter towards the 1-1, but it's also taking away from Super Shark's hero pool.
Yeah, and the best part is, if you take a look at how Super Shark is, what can he play now in terms of these roles, right? You've got the Lolita taken away, you've got the Kufra taken away. These are the 2 heroes that Super Shark excels in.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
That's another hero that can technically counter the 1-1, right? First ability, you can actually just dodge from everything. You're immune from all the basic attacks. And remember, this is a 1-1 that's been nerfed. This is a 1-1 currently in the patch that, sure, is still very, very prio, but it's not as strong as it was before, especially when it comes down to laning.
Yeah, and also when it comes to team fights, right? Even more so today, because we know that the 1-1 can, like, you know, stack on one hero and then pop the ultimate to another hero before. Right now, with the presence of both the 1-1 as well as the Lolita, completely just makes it so the 1-1 has to be very careful on how he approaches the match. I wonder if Onic Esports are actually considering the Phobius this time versus the 1-1 to completely, like, just ultimately nullify that.
Phobius is actually quite cool because I remember back in the good old days, he countered a Phobius. Sorry, he countered a 1-1 with a Phobius. But here's a quote from Sanford: "Boots is so strong. I just got lucky."
Wow.
Humble guy. After winning the match
Humble
against
kid. He's
Onic,
a kid. He's 16.
Oh, sorry. He is a kid. Onic kid. Honest kid. He's 16. But I like the question that you throw over, Wolf, because, you know, this White Chicken already went for the glue already. That's a Benedetta being banned away from the side of the Valley. But once again, we've seen glue being thrown into the roam role before. It is also Onic picking up that Grok. Once again, Valentina, you have the Grok, you have the Aluminum Blast, you have the Cold Altar. It's like a buffet for Hoon.
What does the Valley pick for Mobazane now? Honestly, the Karina was banned out by the Valley.
Barretts again?
Akai,
are they forced to do it?
No
way.
You saw what they were hovering on,
I saw
man.
that.
I mean, that was a pretty interesting pick, but I don't know if they're going to go for that, right?
Yeah.
You're right, Barats, but you're up against the carry, right?
Yes. If you have a Barats, or you pick up a Barats, going up as a carry, you're not going to have a very good time. And I've seen this before, but okay, it is going to be the Martis and the Cho for Super Shark. This is something that, you know, Keyboy used to counter against that Lolita in the previous game.
Okay, so we are looking for a Kyrie hero, right? You can see they themselves can pick up the barrage for Kyrie, but it doesn't have like a way to speed it up. Maybe the ultimate coming out from the Frams is gonna be good, so it kind of beefs up their composition.
They want to go for a Mon here.
Wow, okay, I like that.
Right?
I like that. That's a good burst. Maybe the only problem is like the glue. I'm gonna be the fact that Leo Mort is still open, it can be against the Martis, but there's like the presence of Blue and Valentina. Still, it's strong. Grok can be even a jungle this time. Maybe we can say like a different
Yutong.
Yeah?
Maybe, but let's see. It's a Lunox.
Grok jungle.
Grok jungle.
Grok jungle.
Where's
Lunox jungle?
It's Lunox jungle.
What is this?
Lunox jungle?
No,
It's-
wait.
It's Kyrie on
Wait,
Lunox!
wait,
It's Kyrie on Lunox!
Let's go!
What? All right, it's complete shred, right? Magic shred, and you have the true
Okay.
damage shred. What? Well,
Okay.
I'm getting weird deja vu right here. I'm getting weird flashbacks going
Yeah.
in. A Lunox in the jungle, which I feel like, yes, the Valley needs to be shredded apart. You have the carry, you have the Lunox, and there you go. Lunox jungle.
yeah, I said maybe a Mon. They go for even more burst in the late
Yeah, I
game.
know. So very quick when it comes to like single creeps, right? When it comes to jungling, Lunox is very quick just because of the fact that you have the HP based damage, you have so much HPs on creeps, that's why you kind of tear it down fast. When it comes to Lord takes, my goodness, Carry and Lunox, they're gonna melt down the Lord.
Like it's butter, right?
It's
But with that
gonna be
said,
butter.
ladies and gentlemen, it is match point for Onic Esports. The Valley clinging onto Tournament Live. We're going to game number 4.
Fun fact, right? I mean, the Lunox pick. It's a pick that, you know, we usually see from Todak,
Yeah.
Malaysians, and Coach Aldo is a friend of Amok's. Todak beat Onic in the group stage. Valley beat Todak in the knockout stage, sending them home. So this might be also a tribute from Onic Esports to Todak.
And you see, this allows them to have a lot of tank shred, and even Sans on his lonesome deals more damage against the combination of both Super Shark and Hoon. This still is a tricky fight for Onic though.
Yeah.
Because the Valentina is still a strong pick, I think.
And
Very
not,
strong.
And not only just that, right? If you take a look at the Martis, Mobazane is definitely going to be building the Martis into a tank composition. But Kyrie, okay, he may find a bit of trouble.
Uh-oh, that's the Jikundo connecting onto Kyrie, who's still able to dash out for now with the dash there. White Chicken gonna be taken low. Sans rejoining the deep fight, and Keyboy follows it through. White Chicken low, but
what?
Mobazane with a beautiful ability to actually peel for his team.
Had it not been that Mobazane landed that Asura's Rat, I'm pretty sure that the entirety of Onic will just continuously initiate. But then again, you can feel like how strong this Lunox is when it comes to 1v1 battles. Even White Chicken cannot stand against the Lunox.
Just as you say it, you called it. White Chicken with no flicker taken down in the XP lane. First blood over to the Lunox jungle.
Man, it's really tough to watch.
That's the statement.
That's a big statement. Kyrie's literally telling everybody, hey, you can ban away all my assassins. I can do a Lunox jungle.
Oh man, and you know, a fun fact is Kyrie, before he became a jungler, he was a mid laner, right?
Yeah, he was a mid laner.
So this is, you know, within his comfort zone, and he goes, and this is the trend we were talking about. Say goodbye to Turtle. Not only did they put in the kill pressure down on the XP lane, but they also got the Turtle. So neutral objective, kill pressure, and good farm too on this Lunox. So is Lunox meta? Well, what?
What I'm going to tell you is this. Onic is on a good start. The Valley right now needs to adapt, and they need to adapt fast. I don't think the Valley is expecting a Lunox jungle as well. Most of these heroes coming out from the Valley is very scared of Lunox. Just take a look.
Yeah.
Marta is going for the Curse Helm as well.
By the way, kids, don't try this at home.
Oh, no,
because
please.
I swear to God, if I
Kyrie
see this in my ranked games,
Right.
Kyrie, you watch out, buddy. Aldo, you watch out.
Okay, so the Valley, I think that the way for them to kind of come back to this, because Onic is like leading for 1,000 gold, and 1,000 gold about 3 minutes in is quite a lot. So what they need to do is to utilize Super Shark together with Hoon. Again, Grok stolen ultimate. It's still pretty good. You can't be comfortable now if you're Onic Esports. Because there's a lot of potential, unless of course they turn through and punish the glue pick.
We've seen the natural predator of Glue. and Onic Esports using it to its best. White Chicken is literally not playing this game right now.
No, what can he do, right? He's up against the Grok, which is already a good matchup for the Grok, and then on top of that, you have a Lunox in the jungle. You just don't think you're going to be bursted down. You have a split, you have a flicker, you have everything to actually get out, but whoa.
Eventually, you'll have the carry too, right?
Oh,
with the person-based damage. It's all about shreds. Now, how will they be able to activate basic in this case? I think that the problem with the Valley is that even when they have the Valentina, surely they can snag this wall charge. You still need that kind of like nuke mage. You're looking for at least nuke damage so that everybody's gonna be low. You force the Faramis ultimate and then basic comes in.
Oh, it's a good king. No, Super Shark actually missed it there, but the wild charge comes in from Hoon. Able to connect all the 3 members, and that's gonna be the last by Keyboy, who jumps in with a wild charge of his own. The Cold Ulcer sustaining the other members of Onic Esports up, and Mova Zane. Wow! The recalls on top of Zane, and that's a kill over to Onic Esports, and that's the turtle that's gonna be just chained in together with it. It's such a good chain. Basic is looking for something here, but I don't think he's going to be able to say much about this turtle take.
Onic Esports, that was a beautiful call also. Make sure that Onic stay alive. Even though it was Hoon that uses the wild charge as well, Boost responded with same. It is not enough because the original ultimate is definitely better, and Onic has bigger ultimates because you can only take one.
Shark is going to be able to find the way the Dragon is going to be brought back by the Stampede. The Numenor Blast is there to zone the other members away, and Keyboy starts to recall. Hey, that's an Evo's emote.
All right. And I've seen that for a long time. But then again, you can see, side of Onic Esports, they're utilizing their heroes well, and I love the fact that Sans went in for Purify. That allowed him to survive that.
No.
Again, forcing Fart Chicken to use the ultimate once again.
And the flicker as well.
That's
so
correct.
much resources taken away from the side of the Valley. If you notice right now, it is a 2-man up top, 3-man at the bottom side. Onic right now is trying to win by the side lanes. The Valley is responding, and this is not a good sign for the Valley if they need to respond to a drop.
Not at all. 2.6k gold lead for a team that scales better. Well, you know, I don't even need to explain. You don't even need to explain why that's bad. Basic also in lane, losing out on gold, losing out on XP. Onic Esports currently are just controlling every single lane, every single movement as well. The Valley are now forced to try to wait for a mistake that can be presented from Onic Esports. But White Chicken jumps in now. This might be it. Boots with the wild charge cancelled out, actually. Might be caught out. Power of Nature going to be popped in, but Mobazane has the decimation. Picks up the first kill on the board for the Valley.
Well done, Mobazane, canceling the wild charge with the knockups coming out from that Martis, and now the push from Onic Esports.
So it's a trade.
Yeah.
It's a kill over in the top lane. The Valley rotated their member up there, and it's a turret, tier 1, taken down in that gold lane.
I would thought that, you know, the Valley could have played even aggressive more in the bottom lane, especially when the Valley's Mobazane was focusing on Boots a little bit too much. I think they could actually put even more pressure. Another thing I also would like to comment is that Onic knows that the Valley is literally putting, Mobazane at the bottom side at Boots as well. But Onic doesn't really do anything at all. They're just gonna give Boots away. They know they're ahead, and look at the damage coming up from White Chicken.
Well, that's the slam and the pass. Locking them down for a bit. Onic Esports still with a 2.3k gold lead. Mid-control in favor of Hoon right now. Sans is a bit late to rotate back into the mid lane. Mid-control's gonna say a lot. Super Shark finds the way the Dragon, but that's gonna be the Purify. And the blast! On to 3! The Turtle's taken away, but White's gonna be melted down by Kyrie on the Lunox. Now, Hoon and Mobazane in the midst of it all gonna be able to take the Cold Ulcer HP down, but with one member down, and that being Basic, the Turtle only means a little for the Valley.
Well, question to you, right? You're the analyst, you're the bigger brain on this desk. When Lunox goes in the first kill, Bright, on top of a split glue. That is maximum stonks on heal, right?
Definitely. And Onic, although they got the kill onto an important hero, which was Basic, you see them sustain, right? In all due fairness, the Valley has got a fair amount of trade in there, taking the Turtle. Gives them a little bit of economy. It means that they will be getting something out of that. The economy is not that bad. It's something from the Valley.
It's a lot of damage coming off of CW already. It's not. I think the Valley doesn't need something. They need all the thing. But Basic and Super Shark right here at the top side. I feel like what Onic is trying to do, if you notice, it's a split, it's a switch sides already. It's a 3-0 on Onic all the way up top, whereas a duo all the way at the bottom.
Well, here both teams are just trying to play hide and seek, right? Whoever finds one of them first. No, both of them are saying, no, never mind. We're just going to back up. But the main reason, again, I felt like Onic Esports walked out of that turtle fight with more value is, again, sure, you could get the turtle, but it's spread out, over a lot of people. Meanwhile, the Valley need to get Basic going. And Basic was the one who got caught.
And it's not looking good when the gold department for Basic is only like pinned to one lane, which means that his maximum farm speed is not going to be grouping up. And compared to CW, for example, who's able to just get those creeps, like the Crammer up top.
A lot of these fights are not happening in the mid lane at all. Both of these two teams just literally let the mid lane go. Onic and the Valley is literally saying that, look, I'm going to fight at the side lane, but this time around, Onic, okay, sneaking up Keyboy. I think they know it.
Keyboy jumps in. They knew something was going on there. Supershock going to be isolated. Man, Kyrie's damage. Oh my god, that was nasty. Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about Kyrie early on. Now with CW, what's a tank? I don't understand the meaning of that word in this game.
No beefy heroes for the side of Onic Esports. That's what's going to happen. But then again, you can see Kyrie's level 12, Mobazane is also level 12, and okay.
Well, there you go. Mobazane and Basic actually take control of the Lord again. White Chicken to be brought back to the team by the Shadow Stampede on San. Split on towards Keyboy. That's just the Roamer though. That's gonna be the retribution battle. Mobazane wins it. Brings life back to the team. But Boots jumps in with a wild charge. Locking Hoon down. He steals it with a wild charge too. He jumps in, but the blast is gonna be played in. Basic is gonna be stunned up. Zane as well. Sans finds a kill back, and it's a 2 for 0. Oh man, they're walking Zane down under the tier 2. CW and Keyboy. The recall by Keyboy. Zane, in desperation, goes for the mini waves, but CW just guns him down. Kyrie! No! You didn't need to do that! You didn't need to do that, bro!
Kyrie, you gotta give some food over to CW,
right?
KS!
Kill secured!
Yeah, man.
By Kyrie.
But literally, what actually just happened, it feels like the curse of the Lord. Usually the teams that secure the Lord will lose that team fight because they put in so much value into it. And Onic, they know it.
Any kill that they do for Basic is just a minute that Basic is not farming, which even like exposes the difference between like both of our gold laners when it comes to the farm. And you saw how Onic Esports fought, right? Even when they lost the Lord, they fought afterwards because they know that they have additional tools. They still have the Framis ultimate. Eventually, you see the flicker coming out from Boots, setting up and forcing the needles and flowers onto Basic, knowing that there is no additional anti-stun or any cleanse for the side of the Valley. That is when Keyboy comes in. So what I'm trying to say here is that there's two ultimates that Basic needs to cleanse. He can only do one.
I thought the Valley had a buffet, but feels like Onic is literally saying this buffet is too much.
That shred is unreal! The cold ult is going to be placed down. CW going to be caught, but look at Kyrie waiting in the midst. Mobazane walking back in. Boots in the mid lane as well. That's a good trade over the Valley. Finally finding more value in that trade. CW taken down for Flight, but still, that damage though. That's a frontliner.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's why the Framis is a counter to the glue.
Okay.
And the Lunox as well.
Yeah.
Add that to the list.
However, that's a massive pickup though. It's a Valley. You cannot deny the fact that the kill onto CW means that the tempo from Onic Esports are going to be slowing down a little bit. We'll just wait for their opening this time. 49 seconds before the Lord.
Wow.
Yeah, again, with the brilliance, there's no wrong you can do, right?
There's
Even if you're caught, you're like, oh, I'm overextending. Never mind, let me just pop one ability. Boom, I'm out.
Yep.
I'm invulnerable.
Kyrie literally just punch in the emergency button and just get out of dodge right here. And now we're back into this Lord pit. The cursed Lord of M4. Literally, anyone who take the Lord usually just loses a team fight. This is a very bad pattern. But what do you see from the items, Wolf?
You can see the Boots of Despair.
What?
Blade of Despair onto Boots. Two of those.
Despair. I like it.
Boots of Despair.
Tons of despair.
Oh my god, again, the flicker forward. It's a White Chicken is going to be melted down, and that's going to be Super Shark who finds it with a dragon, but it's only onto Boots. Basic has the crossbow attack, pops it in. CW not translated over. XP for XP. On Esports, again, I think they lost on this trade. 1-for-1s are not good when you're ahead.
Exactly.
And Onic are just going to be able to actually clear out the waves, though.
Yeah. Good micromanagement, though, from the side of CW, knowing the exact range so that the basic proc, ultimate proc doesn't proc on top of CW. But I was a little bit uncomfortable about that distance. But here we go. Mobazane as well as Akari is going to be the battle for the Curse Lord once again.
T-Boy with the Demonon Blast, not connecting onto anyone. Super Shock jumps in, instantly melted down with the Dragon connecting. Those CWs will be taken low. But the Cold Altar, the Wind of Nature. Oh my god, CW's won! He's won! And he survives it all base 3 members. On top of that, it's the Lord take 2.
I'm not hyping this up, but I am hyping this up. Kyrie on this Lunox is cracked.
My goodness. We talked about the Onic banana split in the previous game. Now, we're going to see a lot of peel coming out from Onic Esports.
Banana peel. It's not a split anymore.
CW was caught off. It was very low. Then comes the Framis
He should
ultimate.
not have survived that.
Boots comes in forward. Keyboy activates the bulwark so that Basic will not be able to freely hit. And he survives now with Queen's Wings. It's now very difficult for the Valley to find the opening onto CW.
The Valley needs to part seas to get to Onic. They can't find Moses. Onyx just stalling with a Lunox jungle, and it's showing them, hey, I have more strategies up in my pockets.
Okay, now, to add salt to the wound, Onic Esports have a late game composition. They've hit their power spikes already in the 14th minute of the game, and they might be looking to end right here. San's gonna be chunked low, that's the crossbow tank, but he knows he can't use it here because
there's a
of
Cold
Keyboy
Altar.
and the Cold Altar too, right? Now Kyrie jumps in, White Chicken taken low. Despite having the Athena too, Mobazane here in desperation jumps in, doing a blast, connects on the 2, and a follow-up comes through as well. The Cold Altar is available right there. Who's gonna be able to actually pop that in before Mobazane gets caught low, gets taken down, fade away, no! Zane gets out, Sans is low, gets out as well. Onic Esports cracks the base open, 7,000 gold lead with the first Lord.
A conceal play, Mobazane, what can you do?
Are you
Zane,
serious,
I don't know about
Zane?
this, I don't know about this, Zane. Gets brought back to the team, moves backwards again.
Wow.
Kyrie secures the purple buff, and it's 7,000 gold to Onic Esports. It's looking bleak for the Valley.
It is very bleak. It's like literally clouds over the Valley right now. It's about to going to be raining porcupines because Onic, they crack open the top side and they literally allow, that's permanent damage, mind you. And Onic is so disciplined. They did not push on even after they got on the kill. They did not push on even after they got on the turrets, and they're so disciplined.
So much sustain coming out from CW himself with the Queen's Wings on top of the Wind of Nature that allows them to, after the fact that the Framis ultimate is up, you get very low, you get saved by the Cold Altar. When you come back, the Queen's Wings will be there to help you get back the damage together with the Wind of Nature. Very smart move coming out from CW himself.
Oh, Boots is baiting this out here.
Super
Pride is caught out of position right now. Keyboy is going to be able to actually come in. That's the blast charged in. Not going to be able to find anyone. Called Altar prematurely by Hoon, getting the
Boots has
mobility.
Flicker. Boots has Flicker, by the way.
Boots has Flicker, but they do not want to go any further. No commitment. They're just zoning the Valley away from that bottom lane to create pressure to set up for the Lord.
Just the fact that Onic just showed up with themselves, and the Valley knows that they're not in a good place to fight. They need to literally run. Right now, Onic has full control on that Lord Pit. Mobazane, Keyboy going in, will be able to scout him out.
Zane opening up the map once again. Super Shark following through as well. There's one big play that can change the side.
Oh, there
That's
it
the
is.
crossbow tank. Call Altar and
Too
the
early.
Bulwark popped in.
It's too early.
Finds everyone! The Valley crumble 1 by 1. Super Shark goes for a big play, but Will Ball instead. Now Chicken is the only member left standing. CW
Goes first,
is looking for it. The stacks there as the Bearmus tries his best to burst White Chicken away. They want to look for the end right here, right now. That's a cannon menu up. White Chicken's immortality is gonna fall. That's the recall from Suns, and it's a wipe out Bionic as they progress to the next stage of the lower brackets at M4.
Onic has slain the antagonists. The MPL Slayers themselves gone. The Sky Kings, they are the heroes of MPL.
And there you go, guys. So, Onic takes it home. Still, props to the TV, props to the Valley for making it this far and actually showing us a great match. So, still, props to the Valley, man. But it is goddamn Onic, man. This is Onic. So it's gonna be Onic versus RQ, Indonesia versus Indonesia on the lower brackets. But before that happens, we're gonna have a PH versus PH later today. It's gonna be today. It's Echo versus Blacklist on the next game. So again, props to the Valley for making it this far. But also, great work by Onic, man. CW, Kyrie, Lolita. Who was Lolita? Forgot. Anyways, guys, that's it. We're gonna have to take a break because it's like an hour or so on the next fight. 8 p.m., I think, on Echo versus Valley. I mean, Echo versus Blacklist. So there we go. Nah, I think the Valley really did at least lived up to their hype. So there we go, guys. See you later. Oh, snap. There we go. What is going on in their minds right now? Ooh. There we go. Upper brackets, PH versus PH on the next match. Bye, guys. Outro. Here we go. Outro. Ooh, Assassin Dave. Oh, yeah, Assassin Dave was... So what can you say about that match? How much storage does the game have on your phone? What the heck? Wrong. That's from the script. Share it in the comment section. That's all for this video. Stay safe and thank you for watching. Bye, guys. We'll be back at 8 p.m. Bye.